Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing out there today? Hopefully doing well. It's good to see ya. It is good to see you. Oh man, I'm buzzing. It's Friday for me, basically, because Rose is off work now for the next couple of days. She's got Friday and Monday off, like, on the run up till Christmas now. So, buzzing. 3-day weeks. Here we go. It's good to see you guys all. Welcome. Hopefully my audio's coming through all good as well. How are we doing, guys? If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. Okay, that's weird. YouTube's just telling me monetization was turned off. Like, what? How are we doing anyway, though, guys? Welcome. Yo, Cheese, what's going on, dude? Thank you very much for the 13 months, my guy. I do appreciate it. Jamie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Riley, hello. What's going on? Just a guy. Thought you got mod pre-stream. How we doing? Welcome to the stream as well, just a guy. Good to see everybody. Yeah, man, buzzing. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday now. She's at work until the run up till Christmas. I think she's working Christmas Eve, I think. But I guess, you know, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, I think she's working. How are we doing, guys? We're good. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving as well to our Yankee friends. Have a good day, whatever you're doing, whether you're spending it with family or friends, or just chilling out and just doing you, man. Guys, as well, quick little plug. I did upload a video today. So check it out, very much appreciated. Go show it some love, watch it through, let me know what you think if you'd like to see more stuff like that. If it's trash, let me know as well. I like it. I enjoyed making that video, actually. It's a little bit different from the sort of stuff that I usually do, and I was quite pleased with it, if I'm honest, if I do say so myself. So hopefully other people see it the same as well. It seems to be doing alright, actually, so I'm happy about that. I was a little bit worried it was going to flop. Because I spent yesterday, pretty much all yesterday, making it, really. And a good few hours on it. So, hopefully, you enjoy. Anyway, should we get this thing started, man? Let's stop messing around, let's go. Let's get it, man. How are we doing? We're good. We ain't really got anything. I was going to see if there's any stuff to react to. We're a little bit late, though, today, anyway. So, it's probably a good thing that we haven't got much to react to. So, we can actually get some stuff done in the Wuthering Waves today. Yeah, unless anybody got some suggestions of any good content to check out, got a couple of videos you can watch, but other than that, it's kind of it's quiet on the gacha front today, really. I was kind of hoping that we might get some more drip marketing from Wuthering Waves. It's like, they're so random when they drop content. It's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Because like, this week I was like, right, you know, pretty much every day, at least for the next 3 days after the Rinascita drop, I was like, we're going to get some drip marketing then, I guess. And then they were just like, yeah, nah, we're going silent now. Guess when the next one's coming? We'll leave you on tender hooks. See what happens next episode, kind of thing. You know what I mean? The cliffhanger. So yeah, Kuro. Don't ever set your watch by Kuro. You'll be waiting around for a long time. Guys, as well, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. Google reads minds. Bro, I swear to God, man, I'm telling you, I believe, like, all my shit's listening to me. I'm telling you, you think of something down, yeah? And then it's like, I got an ad. It's either that or the algorithm is just insanely good at predicting the next thing that you're going to like, you know what I mean? Because, like, the algorithms are ridiculous. The algorithms, should I say, are ridiculous, aren't they, in regards to, you know, we hate on them, and then they know us better than we know ourselves, I think. It's the fact. I was looking into gifting asteroids. The first video that popped up for me is to stream a pixel tree. Dude, I seen people, like, advertising also, and they're not dodgy, I guess, but I just couldn't trust them, man. You know, because, like, you can buy cheaper asteroids. You can do it for, like, other games as well. But, yeah, man, I think it's just done off, like, currency purchasing and stuff, but I'm just like, oh, don't know if I could do it. Yeah, if you do get a chance, guys, check out the video uploaded today. Yo, what's up, Neo? How's it going, fella? welcome to the stream. Squire. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of happy for the response so far from that video. As I said, you know, I was kind of proud of it. Worked on it yesterday, put the script together yesterday. I was quite surprised I actually got it done in one day, actually. Got the script together, you know, recorded it, got it edited. You know the thing I struggle with the most, recording it, people say that's always the easy part for them, not for me. I just get tongue-tied, it's weird. Like, easy words just become such a struggle for me. When I'm like reading off a script, it's wild, man. I really enjoyed making that video, actually. It's doing alright, actually. It's doing alright. The channel dashboard's ahead of live, which is saying it's done like over 500 now so far, which is alright. 51 likes as well, off the bat. Let's go. Yeah, I've actually started on those sort of videos, actually, because usually something like that, I'll just go off the cuff, but nah, I had to write a script for it. Especially when talking about, like, you know, Chinese mythology and stuff and trying to link it all together. I'd have been waffling for an hour otherwise and made no points at all. Trying to be a little bit more concise in those sort of videos, you know what I mean? Writing it's easy, it's reading it to make it sound natural, that's a bit right, dude. Because some people are just naturally gifted like that, aren't they? They've got the voice, they've got the cadence, the delivery, everything. It just comes. That's why some people are really good presenters and stuff, aren't they? And just good at doing that sort of stuff, because it is a talent, isn't it, really? It's a skill set, and I don't have it. I really feel like... hey, Nico, what's going on? I was going to say, I saw Rexlent was streaming it, yeah. I'm just not, like... I'm not very good at it. Yeah, writing it out. Find that out. I thought I'd have the most difficulty with that. That was the easiest part. Yeah, reading it's the hard part. New Netflix series. Don't jokes your own work as somebody saying make mistakes on purpose. See, like, for me, one, I don't think I'm very funny at all. I feel like if I am ever funny, it's just when it's like I could never, like, write down something in the hope that it would hit as funny. I just feel like, you know, people have been just like, yeah, that fell flat, bro. Yo, Cypher, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw Rexlent was streaming it earlier. The NTE closed beta test out as well. Your boy didn't get access. I was ignored. Nah, it's expected. I thought I'd actually pre-registered for the game, man, unless I did it on my other email. I went to check today, because I got an email code, and I was like, have I missed something? And I don't know where I'm supposed to put the code in, but whatever. But on that email, it allowed me to pre-register again, so I mustn't have. I don't know. But yeah, I'm what I've seen in Everness to Everness, it looks alright, man. People seem to be giving it positive feedback as well, from what I heard. I was watching Ethan play a little bit. Who else I was watching? Oh, I forgot the girl's name. Is it Rains? We reacted to one of her videos before. Rains, I think it might be Rains. Alright, I'll tell you what then. Considering about NTE, we'll watch this video from Vulcan. So I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna watch one of Gatio's videos, but I was chilling the other day and I saw him, he was reacting to, you know, the whole Fox situation. And, like, he was, like, proper, like, on the side of, like, you know, throwing out copyright strikes at people, like, and I was like, yeah, probably not best to react to him then. Just in case, you know? What's going on, Hoshi? The Sanhua and Jinsu skin, I don't know if they're real. Pictures looks like legit, though. Yes, I saw them myself on Twitter. I saw a smaller image of the Jinsu skin a while back, actually. And it's the same one that I saw before, so I think it's probably right. But obviously, we won't show those because we don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I saw them on Twitter. obviously, if anybody wants to look at them, you can probably find them on Reddit, all that sort of stuff. They look alright, though. They look alright. Obviously, I'm a little bit disappointed because I wanted a Battle Maiden Jinsei, you know? I want, you know Noel from Genshin, kind of wanted that for Jinsei. I just wanted, like, the breastplate, everything, you know what I mean? I just wanted that so bad. But they look good. The Sanhua skin looks really good, actually. One thing I will say from what I heard, the Sanhua skin's going to be free, which is good, because it's very good. What's going on, Vortex? NT at the moment, probably weakest part is the combat. Yeah, we spoke about this actually when they showed it off. Like, the combat looks alright, but yeah, I think that's probably a fair comment. If people, obviously, I haven't played it, so I can't say. I was hearing the people saying that quick swapping's are not a thing, really. The elemental system's a good idea, but it definitely needs fleshing out from what people were saying. Both of VFXOW. Oh, are they? Are they? Oh, so, okay. That's cool, then. What's going on, Royley? Anything that Step spews out has some games? Yeah. I was saying this before. When it comes to a good portion of the leagues with Wuthering Waves, this is why they've acted upon it. They're kind of on the mark. I said this before now. You've got some channels kind of like, I guess, like Yinling Waves who just... I think some of the channels like that, they're dealing leaks, but they also just deal in conjecture. I genuinely think some of these leak channels, they're not even talking about leaks that they've seen or somebody else making shit up. They just make shit up sometimes, I think, because there's not any new leaks, so they just come up with some bullshit. But yeah, from what I've seen with Wuthering Waves, there's a few people out there, especially Step Leaker, that when they drop stuff, they've pretty much been bang on all of the time. You know what I mean? Damn it, read my last, you dirty pixel tree. What did you say? What did you say? I'm working on my new channel, banner graphics, finally getting out of my funk with waiting to working for... Oh, let's go, let's go. Hey, man, you'll have to show me. Bro, Jinsei's elegant, not a brawler. Fuck out of it. No, she needs to be a straight up Valkyrie. That's what she needs to be. We've got her in an elegant form. Now I want to see her like she's the magistrate leading the people out to war. You know, she's at the head of an army, looking fucking sick. I'm here for that. Give her a new sword that looks like a, what are they called? This vine handler.
Money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
The brother Cheese gifted 2 subscriptions.
Yo, Cheese coming in with the 2 gifted, man. Waxu and Kunai Party. Enjoy the subbies. Thank you very much, dude. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for the continued support on the channel as well. It means a lot, buddy. Really does. Absolutely killing it. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I'll try to avoid... yeah, I must admit, like, I have done myself... Like, I reacted to a couple of leaked videos on my channel a while back. I've took them down because Kuro says that they don't want that shit, and that's fair. What is it? We were Legion Wura. I reacted to a couple of his videos, and I reacted to... some of the animations that were put out for Camellia before she launched. And then, obviously, Kuro came out and says, we don't really want all this shit. And I was like, you know what? That's fair. I respect it. I like Kuro. Got those videos off my channel. And now, because I haven't reacted to it for content, I'm not really that interested in looking, if I'm honest, either. So, I ain't looked at any for a while. As I was scrolling through Twitter today, literally, they come up in my feed. Like, that's the only one thing, is I can understand. I guess with YouTube channels as well, I suppose, to a degree, but... Definitely Twitter. I can understand Kuro not wanting it out on Twitter because there's no avoiding it. I wasn't looking for that. It was just shit. It was just there. You know what I mean? Somebody retweets it in a circle that you might be kind of involved in and bam. That shit's on your feed, innit? Or Dragon Armor. Yeah, man. I'm here for that. So Puri needs to get on the Battle Mage, not the Battle Maiden meta. Needs to turn her into a brawler, bro. Putting Gian into arm bars and shit. No, she's me dad. Yeah, guys, if you do get a chance today, check out my video. They're uploaded today. Shout out to everybody who's watched it as well and who's showing it some love. Means a lot. Because, yeah, a little bit nervous about putting it out, like saying I'm actually... I don't want to use the word. Well, I'm a little bit proud of it. I kind of like it when I finished it and I watched it back. I was like, you know what? That is not terrible considering it's from me. Sure, bud. I totally screwed up this morning and spent my plates incorrectly and had 20 extra and 200 shy of UL55. I'm not happy. Oof. Oof. Inefficiency, eh? I'll just spend them on whatever suits me at that particular moment. I'll do. I am the worst min-maxer. I'm not a min-maxer, but if I was, I'd be the worst at it. I'll literally just, like, yeah, you know, throw it at the wall and see what sticks, and then it's like, sweet, okay, we're going with that then, I guess. What's going on, Space Outlaw? Welcome to the stream. How are we? How are we? Yeah, but I have to get to UL60. Fairs, fairs, fairs. That's fairs. Alright, should we watch a couple of videos and then should we get into the stream then, shall we? Because I'm late. It's my bad. I do apologise. Alright, where are we? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh yeah, as well. What do you think about the thumbnail on my new video also? I wasn't too sure about it. You know, I couldn't think what to like, you know, a good like thumbnail that would pull people in. But it'd also get across what I was trying to make in the video. Sometimes it's easier to do that. But like, yeah, I don't know if I made it happen, but it's doing alright, that video, so I guess I must have done something right. Watch later. Saw a couple of streams of NTE, Hoyobot saying we were killer already. Yeah, yeah, it looks alright. Like, I've been looking forward to NTE for a while, actually. I think I'm a big fan of the visual style of NTE, because it's kind of like that, like, Zenlist type of... It's high contrast, but it's like that urban pop high contrast, and I like the almost like it's got like sort of a comic book graffiti sort of effects, hasn't it, going on in the game as well, which I'm a big fan of. I think the video was overall good. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm even in negotiations with my wife to get me the $5 new light pass. Let's go. He's turning into a spender now. Next thing you know, he'll be dropping freaking $500 for that S6, man. It looked nice. Video was amazing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. NT more like ZZZ killer. Yo, Noisy, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. You know what? I'm very excited for Project Mugen, but like, I'm also very cautious now. I feel, I just, obviously the company behind them have had some issues, but, and that's more just from the grapevine than actual knowledge on them. But I've just got this funny feeling, you know, I've got no proof or reasoning why. I just feel like they're putting an Ubisoft on or so. You know what I mean? I feel like we're getting done with a freaking a classic Ubisoft move of they showed that trailer. The trailer looked amazing. I must admit, like the traversal that they showed off, the city itself, the visuals, you know, the whole thing looked really good. And then obviously they went radio silence, and now they're at this point where they're like, yo, game's pretty much done. We're gonna have a beta soon. And then, you know, hopefully not too long after, the game will drop. And they were like, you know, we've pretty much just spent the last year polishing up. And I was just like, I don't know, man. Something's making me a little bit worried here that there's going to be a massive downgrade, that we're going to get a game that I'm not saying is going to be bad. It's going to look drastically different to that trailer. I hope I'm wrong, because I think the trailer was a banging trailer. Fuck. Outside of like the Huyo games and that, there isn't many games that can drop one trailer and get 5 million pre-registrations off a trailer. You know, that trailer was insane. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried that it's going to have a big down. I hope I'm wrong, though. I do hope I'm wrong, because I'm excited for it as well. NT looks good. I hope to use controller at launch rather than later. Yes, I think all gacha games really... I think most games now really need to drop with, if they're coming on PC, need to drop with controller support and mobile, especially if it's an action game. If it's an action game, it needs it, doesn't it? You know, it doesn't feel unique though. Yeah, that's a fair point. Definitely, I agree with that, dude. I agree with that. Not even close. I just need some extra asteroids for Yinlin. Just a combination of all popular gacha games. Yeah. I think that's a fair point. But for play devil's advocate, that could be a good thing though, couldn't he? You know, sometimes being safe and just doing what the other people are doing, but doing it better. Look at Wuthering Waves, you know. I think we was a perfect example of that. They took a lot of work.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Vortex Strategy fails followed your channel.
Hey, Vortex, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. But it just improved on it, you know what I mean? It's sometimes breaking the mold's not always the best decision, is it? But I do get what you're saying, you know, it's a fair point. it could, you know, if they don't go above and beyond in terms of quality, you're probably going to find a lot of people getting burnt out because I'm like, well, I've trod this road before. So, yeah. Yeah, the idea is amazing, but I just hope it doesn't turn out to be all smoke and no roast because with projects like those, they either hit strong or they're full hard. Agree? Yeah, definitely. We were NT and Azure Familiar coming for that Huyo pocket. Yeah, like, Huyo even spoke about this, the cannibalization in their own games and the dilution of the market is definitely a factor. We're not in 2020 anymore. This is why it's a good thing though, man. It means that the next batch of Huyo games are going to be top, I think. You know, we're going to get some good stuff. We've already saw with Zenless Zone Zero. The way they treat the community is definitely different to the way they treat the Genshin community. So, you know. If the upcoming gacha are all open world, then it gets boring. I'll play. Yeah, I agree with that as well. I said this multiple times. I might make a video specifically just talking about this in general and like breaking it down about how open world games are great, but an open world can also be like a real massive detriment to a game, especially a live service game as well, because it almost becomes a barrier to the content in a sense. You know what I mean? It's a distraction, especially once you've cleared it, you've 100%ed everything, because then you've just got this kind of big open vacuous space that just it ends up being like this blockade in between content more than anything. You know, even single player games suffer from it sometimes. You know, as you get to the latter stage of a lot of games, you know, sometimes traversing the world can get a little bit annoying, can't it? It's like, oh, God, I've got to go over here and I can fast travel to there, but I've still got to travel to this point, and I wish there was a fast travel point right here. And, you know, it's just, I think it's about how, that's why it's smaller, more like layered open world games are better. Because, like, don't you remember when we went through that period of open world games were just like bigger? There was like the advertisements that you get that put up like, game so many square kilometers. And then we got to like the Just Cause size of maps where it was just this huge map. But like there was a lot of empty, vacuous space in between the points of interest. And I don't like those sort of open worlds, you know what I mean? I'd rather a smaller open world that's got like a lot of shit within it. Like, you know, and again, I think the map, open world map that's felt the most alive that we've ever played in my opinion, is probably Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a game that I can have nothing to do in that game and still have fun. You know what I mean? There's not many open world games that can do that, is there? Where you can just have a lot of fun by just moseying around kind of thing. What about people who still play Genshin and who adding more would be great? What do you mean who play in terms of open world, do you mean? It's a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. I think like I suppose it depends on how you're separating your time, but I think when it comes to the open world gachas, this is why I said that I think Wuthering Waves needs to get some sort of replayable endgame content that makes people want to play the game for long periods of time. Because, you know, when we've got Premilia out, when we've got Arknights Enfields out, when we've got Project Mugen, NTE, you've got these big open world games. If one game isn't attracting to it more than the others, you're probably going to end up just kind of lightly playing in all of them, where I feel like one of them's got to be like, right, we've got to do something different to make us stand out. And I think that's how they do it. Because at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to open world gachas, you've kind of got to really maybe have one. Not saying you can't play the others, but you're just not going to play them the same way, are you? You know what I mean? Whereas like you can have one main gacha and then you can have something like Nikkei, PGR, Zenless. That's like you can still get a lot of stuff done in them, but they're like your secondary games at the same time. Where like with open world games, you can't have 4 open world games and really do everything, because it's just a little bit too much, isn't it? Some people might be able to and respect them. Yeah, Hoyo's worst enemies themselves. If anything's going to kill Genshin, it won't be a game. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I said this before. The only thing that's ever going to kill Genshin is Genshin. Well, it's cool Genshin for most people. I think Wuthering Waves, I don't think it's killed Genshin. I think Wuthering Waves has made people who hadn't got tired with the systems in Genshin tired of the systems in Genshin, and the people who haven't are just never gonna, and that's fine. That's it, you know, end of the day, that's how they feel, isn't it? But I think that's what Wuthering Waves kind of did. You know, you had a lot of people who played Genshin who kind of just stopped playing for whatever reason, but then there was those people who was like, the systems are really getting me down. And then Wuthering Waves came along, and those people had somewhere to go. That's why, like, you know, I call them the refugees in it, because you know, they could run away, they could get away from the systems that were oppressing them. In my opinion, the best way to avoid stagnation is to do things like Final Fantasy 14. People plays a lot of roleplay possibilities. Yeah, this is why I think co-op and endgame kind of go hand in hand to a degree. And allowing variety, allowing choice, allowing single player endgame, allowing co-op endgame, matchmaking endgame. You know, it's about creating like a community kind of vibe around it as well. And that doesn't just have to be directly playing with people, but, you know, creating systems within the game, like leaderboards in whatever sense it is. You know, I feel like those are the ways to go, you know, whether it's guild stuff, group stuff, clan stuff. I just think that adds a little bit of an extra dynamic. And, you know, you don't have to do that stuff. Like, people always say, well, that's just for the whales. And it's like, you know, there is going to be some stuff. Whales are always going to get ahead in gacha games. But then you could have the sort of, you know, like I've always spoke about, we could have content, endgame content that could give rewards, but, you know, it can be stripped back. So it's a certain set of content, because obviously you need to give some sort of benefit to whales in regards if you did have leaderboards, because, okay, they're spending, you're going to want to encourage that, aren't you? But it's like, you know, say if you brought in like some kind of PvP or a PvE mode it was set, you know, you could only use, like, everybody was scaled, basically. Everybody's scaled to the same level. It's just about the characters you choose and your setup that differs, and your skill that differs, your kind of thing. It's a hard thing to balance, isn't it, though? We need a card game. You know what? As somebody who likes Gwent, Hearthstone, and Magic the Gathering, hey, you know, I won't say no to that. People say Hoyosho versus Kurobot, they don't acknowledge that 90% of the Wuthering players are disappointed Genshin players. Exactly, yeah. It's mate. The Wuthering Waves community. This is why when people like talk about, you know, when you see people from the Genshin community and the Genshin CC community saying the Wuthering Waves community is worse than us, and it's like, well, it's one and the same. You know what I mean? Not everybody, but majority of Wuthering Waves players are Genshin refugees, and that's not everybody, but it's you know, still a fact. Exactly, it's small things, but in my opinion, real endgame is co-op, which makes things replayable if done well. Could be jobs like fishing or something to... Yeah, that's cool. As somebody who enjoys MMOs, I'm all down for that sort of stuff. The way I like to see it, though, is it choice. Allow me to do content solo, or do it with co-op with friends, or matchmake. Give me the choice, you know? Because I'm antisocial sometimes. I love playing multiplayer games. Sometimes I don't want to play with people, but I want to do that same content. So it's like, you know, even if it's a slightly different version, but give me content that I can do that feels like I'm part of something, but I'm not actually part of something because I just don't want to be dealing with people that day. Hey, we can add card game to shit on Balatra, my cooking. His cats. I was going to actually, I did just, I don't know if it's the same one. No. This one was like 23 hours ago. Breaking records. All right, let's have a look, shall we? Have a look. Pop that in there as well. All right, check out some videos then. We got video from Vulcan. First look, Neverness to Everness. We'll check that out. And then we'll have a look at this Kazahana video as well. I was going to watch this video from Rate Up Radio as well, the coolest woman in Wuthering Waves. So, yeah, just to go back to the video uploaded today, I'm hoping to potentially have a video talking about Rinascita and the potential setup of the nobility, the families, the potential of something like a council of 10, the magistrate, because there were magistrates, but they were called doges. So I wonder if, you know, we might see something like that as well. And some particular families. I did find as well, there was a family in Venice called the Zany family. So I'm going to look into that family and see if we can try and, you know, make some bullshit up. You know, maybe just find some stuff that might think, oh, actually, that could work in the game. Maybe they thought about that. Or the Gianni family. It'd probably be Gianni, wouldn't it, if it's Italian? Yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. And there was a family called the Montesigo family as well. That was a powerful family. And the Gianni family were more, I think, that dealt in like military type stuff. And I was thinking that Gianni could potentially be a ward for the Montelli family in regards to maybe dealing with protecting the daughters of the family. Or he could just be the first daughter of the family, as some people are saying. Yeah, I think co-op content would definitely be great for CCs. Definitely, yeah, no doubt about that. If you add any sort of role play element into a video game, it's great for content creators. There's no denying that, you know. What is bro cooking? Kaz are gonna yap about wee revenue. Yeah. Should we have a look? Let's have a look at this Vulcan video first, because I'm curious about what people's opinions.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
People's opinions are on Neverness to Everness. As somebody who's been very much vocal about it being one of my most anticipated games. Let's see what Vulcan's got to say. NT beta gameplay first look, Neverness to Everness. You know, just straight off the bat, the colour palette in the game, man. I'm so here for it. I must admit, although I do like my dark and gritty stuff, I like some, like, you know what? I think this is why I'm a big fan of Zenley Zone Zero. All right, let's get into it then.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're checking out Neverness to Everness. Now, this is in its C.
Holy titties, bro. I'm already here for a cat girl with massive bazookas. Let's go, chat.
In beta, which I was lucky enough to get into, and I'm only about probably 2 to 3 hours into the game, but I just wanted to make a quick first impressions for you guys. I'm giving you a look. So basically what this is, it's like the open world action RPG type.
Sorry to pause this right off. I think we're in like this, whatever it is, phantasm place or whatever it is. Like this cool like effect that's going on here as well, man. The game seems like it's doing some really cool VFX stuff. You know, when we first saw it and you were going down the alley and it like, that like red flurry of almost like oil painting liquid came along. I just thought that was such a cool effect.
Vibe. Everyone's going to be playing gacha games. You're going to be quite familiar with the general vibe of the game. But the thing that I've noticed in the early days that this makes this game really stand out is I don't know whether it's the artistic direction. I'm not great at expressing it in these things, like the artistic style, but there is so much flair in the way they do the artistic style, not only in the gameplay aspect of it, but also in the cutscenes. The cutscenes almost feel like you're watching an anime at times. Now,
I've heard that
it's
as
all
well.
in Chinese with no English subtitles, so I don't know what's going on, but it's super impressive. Just the production value that went into some of the cutscenes, and then even the yapping scenes when you're just standing around yapping. They do a lot of camera panning. It feels pretty fluid. And then if you want, there is also the skip button, which I massively appreciate. So we will go into some combat and stuff like that.
Okay, that's good then. Skip button. A lot of people are going to be happy about that because they're going to be able to skip the entirety of the story. But yeah, I agree on the flair. The game has got a lot of visual flair and these like cool effects that they seem to have. Like even some of the attack animations look really like the splashes of the visual effects of the combat look dope.
But before we do that, I just want to jump in, show you guys a couple of cutscenes that I recorded. So if you don't want to look at the cutscenes, I will put a timestamp and you can skip them. But just so you can see the production value in some of these cutscenes, and hopefully you guys can get a feel for what I felt when I first saw them. I'll give you guys one that's like a combat cutscene and then one that's more of like a casual, fun type cutscene. Okay. But both of them, they're so well presented and there's a lot of production value. That
a lot of people have been moaning about the character designs in this game. Which, fair, at the end of the day, I can understand what some people in regards to some of the facial stuff maybe. Dude, I think that's a pretty good-looking character, I do. I know, I get it, it's totally subjective, it might not be for everybody. I love the design in this character, though. I love, like, her hair, like, her face looks great to me. I love the whole package is there, in my opinion.
That goes into them. So I'll play those and then we'll come back.
All right, cheese. Oh, you want Neo? All right, no worries, buddy. That looks good. Alright, what we're saying then, boys and girls. Second best cutscenes. Hey, this is a tiny sample, and I'm talking out my arse here. But potential second best cutscenes. Hold up. Drag myself over too much. They look good. They do look good. But I still think Zenless Zone Zero clears, right? Just off the bat, like, just like with the character, like, ran away from the camera in the one scene. This bit here. Yeah, just, I don't know. I think Zenly Song Zero still takes the crown on the cutscenes. Let's have a look though. Let's give it more time. I like these. They are really good. They are really good cutscenes though. Oh, cool. Okay, that looks dope. Okay, that's pretty sick though. That was pretty sick though. See, like this sort of stuff though. Like, I think, like, you know, this is because Wuthering Waves seems to lack a little bit of this, doesn't it? I'm not saying the game is visually gorgeous, like, you know, and the cutscene's great, but that, like, that facial expression there is like really good. Like, I think this is, I don't know, I need to see more. I still think Zenless might be taking the crown, but this is some good stuff. This is. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. What's this? Is this some kind of like dawn system or something? And there, I'll say one thing though. Now, animations aside, the whole like the you know the entire thing coming together, like, you know, just like little things like the comic style flashes here. This is some good stuff. This is. You know that? No, that's really good. That is. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, what's going on, Charlie? These, I'm not saying I would like to see the style. I'm just more talking about like the animations of the characters and the facial expressions and stuff. I wouldn't want to see that. Well, actually, I don't know. It'd be cool seeing it in like some kind of like little funny side stuff, maybe. You know, something with Encore, I think could work. But anyway, I'm not necessarily saying I want that, but this is some good shit. This is. Would you call it personality? I guess, yeah, kind of.
看来是个友善的意向，事已至此，他还这么热情，那我们就进去参观下吧。阿德勒先生，可以吗？
在下乐意陪同。
But the whole direction of the scenes and everything's really good as well. Do you think the cockroaches? So is this our Paimon of the game then?
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, there's been a lot in this one.
All right. What are you guys thinking then? You reckon that they look better, Charlie? Hey, you know what? I'd struggle to argue against it. I just think there's something like... Zenless seems so, like... polished. Like, the production quality's, like, top tier. This is some really good stuff. This is some quality H2O. I think we were already... Oh, definitely. Oh, like, I'm not taking anything away from Wuthering Waves. Definitely not. Welcome to the stream as well, Ryogo. What's going on, Heiser, as well? But it's got a different style, as it will, at least from what we saw so far. It's definitely a little bit more light-hearted and whimsical. Which, at the end of the day, that's a good thing. We don't want all our games to be the same, do we? You know, it's like when you're watching an anime. You don't want every anime to be the same freaking thing. You want a bit of variety in the style, don't you?
On so far. Now, it is, you know, the early part of the game, so maybe they flood all the cutscenes and stuff in the early part and then there's nothing left. But like I said, I've been thoroughly impressed with what we've had so far. But I wanted to jump in, show you guys some combat. We're just in the middle of a story quest. You can see, like, the screen. The artistic flair is there, like, the whole time you're playing the game. So I want to just jump in. We'll do a little bit of a playthrough and show you guys there's been a bunch of combat in these story quests, so we'll get a bit of combat going as well. So it's a very horror type theme at the moment. Alright, where we at?
And that's a clicky keyboard.
Oh, we're going into the pink forest.
I do like the
Not the
keyboard
pink forest.
ASMR though.
We're in like a movie set type area at the moment.
Okay.
And like it feels
What's
like
this,
it's
like,
like
sepia
overlapping
effect?
worlds or like dimensions. I have no idea. I'm
Oh
assuming
yeah,
we
you
go
can
up
see.
to...
Oh,
Oh,
that's cool.
dude. Oh, dude. Let's see. Do we go in here?
Guys, I don't want to look too smart, but I think that might have actually said enter in Chinese. Just saying. I think I deduced that he potentially said enter.
So I think we go back to
Big
normal
brain,
reality.
big brain move.
Yeah, normally when we go through something like that, we get back to normal reality, and then we go back to like trippy reality. I feel like I'm running around in circles. Oh no.
What's up with that?
They do the creepy stuff really well.
Wait, so is that a ghost basically perving on you? All right, okay.
So now we're back into like the
You're
distorted
just taking
reality.
photos of you. Okay, I'm liking the environment, like the way they're playing with the environment and stuff. That's actually really cool, that is. Because I think when you're doing something like this, it kind of allows them to, I guess, potentially reuse areas, but they're different at the same time.
Oh, the dolls, man. Dude, they do a great job of this.
Genius observation, never
Let's go
cooks
this one.
again.
Now we get back to normal reality.
Ah, no, just because you guys didn't see it, you know.
Oh, don't force me into walking. Oh no, not the red room. Oh, here we go, cutscene. Nice. Like I said, there's been tons of cutscenes. I love cutscenes in games.
Very
'Cause I don't want to
animated,
read
aren't they?
dialogue. I don't want to sit there and watch yap, but when you got something like this, it's nice.
Okay, that makes
Bruh,
sense
boss
for the
battle?
boss to look like that, I guess.
Boss
You
battle,
know,
okay.
made up of a photo film, yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's
Okay,
a,
let's do this.
that's a really cool, unique looking box. That is, boss. Boss. I like that. You know, one thing I'll say though, Terra Fantasy had good boss mechanics. He's had like MMO boss mechanics in it, so hopefully they brought that over into this as well.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my characters, by the way. I still don't really know. And like I said, there's a bit of a
Bro, just
lag
casually
between when you click
side-scrolling
it and when
then.
it happens. I love this as well. He's got guns, so you can
Okay, so
actually
the
go
game's
into
got a bit of
the-
input delay.
Press J
That
and
needs
go
to be
into-
fixed.
that was bad. You can go into the first-person shooter mode.
Yeah, so it does look, potentially, it looks like there might be some input delay, yeah. I think Vulcan's from Australia, isn't he? I do know that, like, at least North American content creators have been having to deal with a lot of lag, haven't they, because of the ping? So that could be the reason why, actually.
Let's do this. Then we'll swap straight out of her. Get our
Yeah,
Q
I've heard
off.
people saying it's a bit
Sometimes these
ungamunga.
cancel. They don't always
Hey,
work. There
hopefully
we go. We got it through though.
this changes by the time the game comes out.
Dude, we're getting low. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay, looks like we've got the typical perfect dodge kind of system as well, yeah.
I'm still not great at combat. I'm very limited on my combat experience.
Does that do give him like a shield? I really like the VFX though.
I mean, I'm on an invisible wall. Dude, hey, I was not in the telegraph. That's not fair. Let's go.
Kind of looked like he was. I mean, this is a
Ultimate
cool looking
time.
boss, though, man. Like, just imagine if Harvey Weinstein came out now. That'd be scary. That'd be really scary.
Doosh. Okay.
Yes, go on and hide out. Yeah, this is empty.
Dude, I
Yeah.
was a character. I haven't played with this one
Background
that
just looks
much.
empty.
Maybe I need to... Dude,
Might be just for this particular boss because of the setting, but it could be right. This could be a thing that I could use again. Is there like big photos in the background?
no way. There we go.
Or is it? No, it's big reels of film. Yeah. Yeah, it's like reels of film.
I must
yeah.
be right on the
Okay.
invisible wall because, like, I can't move.
You do just throw a fucking car. Yeah,
let's
he's
avoid
throwing
the
cars.
cars.
Holy shit.
Bros throwing cars. Do I have to kill these people? Yep, okay.
Okay. See, like, this is what I like. Cause I want this more of this in Wuthering Waves. We kind of got a little bit in the. Was it in the new event? think it was in the new event, yeah. Where we get some of the ads with the Abomination boss. I think, was it in the new event or was it in the Depths of Illusion? I think it was in the new event, yeah. That sort of thing where, I was saying this before, in potentially like, you know, dungeons, you get to like a hologram type fight at the end. You're fighting, let's say the boss has got 2 phases. You beat the first phase. I don't know, you're fighting the crown and this dude jumps back and then you have to fight a bunch of ads or something, you know, just to add a little bit of a variation in the combat kind of thing. And then boom, dude drops back down and you're going again.
Whoop. Dodge. I'm trying to switch here. It's not letting me switch. There it is.
It seems like quick swaps are not a thing, yeah?
Bro, let me dodge those. Do they get damaged from it?
I like the MML
Guess
style
not.
telegraphing though. I'm here for that.
Like I said, I'm trying to switch characters, but it is a little bit buggy. Like, I'm trying to press 4. There it goes. We finally got the switch out.
These are all things that you would imagine will get fixed by what you'd hope.
Okay, so we broke them. All right, they're out of the way. This character when it runs is so hilarious. Oh, dude. All right. But yeah, we just got to generate the white bar under him to break him.
I do like the VFX animations though. They're really dull. She looks like she's running with a bad back though, bro. She runs like how Instagram models freaking walking, you know, and they're trying to like walk like that. It makes her ass look bigger.
What's he doing? Oh, jeez.
Throwing a
train at me. What? Have some
Australian
chill,
internet
Have some
for real.
chill. Ultimate?
What's going on, Vandermesh? It seems addictive, immersive, stunning, grind heavy.
Change
Hey, I'm
ability,
here for a bit of a bit of grind,
yes.
I am.
Going tornado mode.
I wonder if they'll introduce some of the MMO elements that are in Terra Fantasy, but, you know, make it more single player emphasized.
All right, we're getting him up towards breaking. Okay, I thought he was going to do an ability there, but he didn't. My bad.
Is this Welt? Is this a dollar store Welt?
There we go. She does that, and then we go like this. Boom, break. Nice. Should get a
I'll
swapping
say one
ability
thing though,
here.
the boss.
Into the E.
It
into
seems
the
like he's a
Q.
bit of a
Boom.
damage sponge. Sorry.
Douche.
It's a level
Few
24
basics.
boss. What level is
Few
he?
basics for game. Nice. Nice.
What's a cool looking boss though? What's that?
We got the evil camera film
Developing
defeated. Developing film. Get around it.
But it was just a bunch of dick pics.
收工，找老板结账，然后拍照。打的，打的。
This thing's trippy ass. With the
Okay,
TV
so
head.
the TV dog head thing, I'll give it a pass because it's a dog and I love dogs. Or you know, they gotta find balance with those sort of characters because they can become fucking annoying, can't they?
拍照的时候，允许你们轮流亲吻我的左手。
Characters
This
look
is what
too
it does
happy.
really well. I think they do personality in the cutscenes super well. But yeah, combat's a bit clunky at the moment in this beta. Like I said, I've spoken to others playing the beta, and like the switching of characters, it takes like 2 seconds from when you press it to when it actually happens, and it really desyncs your brain when you're trying to play combat. But besides that, it's pretty basic. I don't know if more combat stuff will evolve as we go over. But once again, I just wanted to give you guys this first impressions type thing of the game, and then I'll come back with some more videos going more in depth, because like I said, we're only a few hours in. But I've been really impressed. I wasn't expecting too much from this beta, but I've been I'll do that thing. I've been really impressed with the way it's presented, more than anything else. Like,
Bro, the real question is, where's that dog thing's real head? Like, is his head literally the TV? Like, how does it connect to his body? These are the questions, you know? I'm curious. Not gonna lie, the gameplay, this game is built on UE5. Hard to believe what's going on to press data. Not gonna lie, the gameplay looks meh and stiff so far. Oh yeah, perfect. Camilla destroys everything with that buff. I don't know if there is a parry system, actually. There's no parry. You got to take into account, though, as well, guys. This is a closed beta. So, you know, in terms of clunkiness, well, you would hope that come launch, those are the sort of things that'll be ironed out. Now, actual combat systems, different question altogether. I've heard some people talking about the elemental system's kind of cool, but it doesn't feel like it's nuanced or fleshed out enough. But again, these are sort of things that could definitely change. This is why they're doing a beta like this, and this is why they're allowing people from different... It's good to see as well. People from different regions have got access to these, and they have actually, like, you know, allowed it to be something that's broadcast and streamed, so people can get a look in on the game, at least. Anyway, at least they're not doing, like, you know, a specific region, and nobody's getting access to it, and, you know, it's going to get turned on its head before people really get to see what's good about the game and what's not great about the game. But yeah, the combat, I must admit, after seeing a little bit more now, yeah, it definitely needs some work. It definitely does need some work. Looks a bit stiff, looks a bit clunky. Looks like there's definitely some input delay, that's for sure. Now, that could be just the fact of the ping. I'd probably want to see some people from China playing it, because, like, I have seen some other people playing it now. It could be a performance issue because the game's not optimized, but a lot of people saying they were getting lag, and I think it might have been because of the ping. But it could just be a performance issue as well, couldn't it? But yeah, I've heard a few people actually talk about the combat having issues. How is this Unreal Engine 5? Well, I think that's somewhat a benefit of it, really. Obviously, we'll have to see. The open world, I think, looks gorgeous. Because I can't wait to see more stylized UE5 games, because a lot of UE5 games look kind of like UE5 slop, don't they? So, I'm definitely here for companies. And it's a newer engine as well, isn't it? You know, a lot of people have got to get, I suppose, get their chops around it and start, you know, improving with the quirks of the engine, I guess. I mean, the head theory looks like an iceberg creepy theories, right, dude? It's like, what's going on there? Did he get his head ripped off and then that was stuck on? Like, I feel like there's some dark shit there, man. If their priority is high quality cutscene, then they have to make this a story game instead of combat heavy. Yes, that's a good point, Cypher. It's a good point, you know. Which I want at least some good combat, you know. It's got to have good combat. Like, if it's serviceable, then all right, then okay. Not everything's going to be like at the level of like Wuthering Waves, PGR, Aether Gaze, and Endless Zone Zero, you know. There's levels to this shit, really, isn't there? You know, to expect it to be like dropping out like Devil May Cry or something, like, it's, you know. But if they can get everything to a serviceable level and they've got this really cool world and really cool story, then, you know, I can deal with that, I think.
Like I said, the combat, it's a little bit buggy.
It's got a Tornax, I think, giving gates. Oh,
really?
really? Okay.
A bit more. At the moment, you've got an E skill with a cooldown time, you've got an ultimate, and then you've got spam left click, and then you've got switch in, switch out abilities that can charge up. And that's pretty much where it's at. I'll see if there's more. If there's not, I mean, it's still enough. I'm
interested to see, like, when some synergy stuff comes out, because I've not really seen any videos of people talking about that, like, in a bit more in depth. Be interested to see how that works. Because from what I was hearing when Ethan was talking about, I think, like, you've got, like, elemental reactions, if you will. I think, is it on the outros and the intros, or whatever, however it works, but an elemental reaction isn't just the same for everybody. Like, a character that, I don't know, what is it, vape, that might have vape will have a different reaction compared to a different character with vape, if that's right. I don't know. I ain't played it. I was just listening to him when I was driving back from dropping Rosie off today in the car. Will this be able to keep up with the list? It's true. That's true. That's a thing. You know, when you're talking about revenue and stuff, that's going to be a massive factor, isn't it? If they're not making crap tons of money each month, you're going to start to see them being like, you know what, let's scale back on this because it's not worth it for us. So that's a good point as well. We did imagine with their switch to UE4. Yeah, a lot more developers, a lot more used to UE4, aren't they? That's what you'll see games still coming out over the next couple of years. They'll be using UE4. I suppose maybe they're future-proofing themselves, Cypuri. You know what I mean? The potential of future-proofing themselves, isn't there? Maybe they've got ideas that they want to bring in that maybe they just couldn't have done on UE4, maybe. I don't know. a good point. Who knows? They're going to keep this level of animation patch to patch. Yeah, I agree. Because but it's not cheap.
Enough to keep you entertained, as long as the mechanics, which seems like there is plenty of telegraphs and stuff like that, are deep enough. But yeah, I'm not too stressed at the moment. Like I said, I'm just looking at what we've had so far in terms of presentation of the game. It's fantastic, but I'll get back to you guys.
Unreal Engine 5 is a great mistake. I'm calling it. You reckon?
Combat, mechanics, game modes, and all that stuff in the future. But let me know what you guys think so far. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.
Does anybody know if I know it's obviously in beta. Has he got ray tracing yet? Because obviously they had it in Terra Fancy, didn't they? And it wasn't actually the worst ray tracing. You know, like when you're in Maroria, it looked kind of nice. Even though I'm like, you know, I've run a 4090 and I ain't even that bothered about ray tracing. But it's always nice to have it there when you want to like do that, like I guess immersive play. Like, yeah. I'm still looking forward to it though. I am still looking forward to it. I got the Lunite. Oh, look at him. Point at him. He's a spender now. Is that the podcast and the Lunite pass? It's a slippery slope now, bro. It's a slippery slope now. Be on the street corner later, man. Trying to get pulls. The art style is a downside. That's fair. That's fair. It's not going to be for everybody, that's for sure. I like it. See, for me, like, I'm down for a whole cacophony of different styles of anime style, but I can understand it not being for everybody, for sure. UE5 is great if you can time it. I ain't even going to pretend to be an expert, but like, I would imagine so, you know? There's a lot of technology there. It's just, again, as new engines come out, one thing I do know is like, like anything new, it's you know, the developers got to learn, you know, that. It's like when you look back at the PlayStation 3, the Cell processor, a lot of games on PlayStation 3 were worse versions than the Xbox, and it wasn't because that it was a worse architecture, it was more complicated and it was novel. So developers were used to developing on the systems that the 360 had, because they were pretty much similar to PC. But then when they came to console, to come to the PS3, they struggled. Although, like, towards the end of the development, towards the end of the system life, especially in first party, you started to see some exceptional PlayStation 3 games. And it's because developers really started to get the chops around the Cell processor, and then it was actually like a really good, a really powerful architecture. It's just that it was new, and it was like a first party design from Sony, and that like kind of held a lot of developers back because they just didn't know how to work with it. Which, you know, it's like anything. You can have something that's new, and it's going to give you the potential to do so many more things. It's whether you can actually access those things in a timely fashion. Like, if you give developers all the time in the world, they'll do it, won't they? But when you've got time constraints and you know, budgets and release dates, it's going to be hard, isn't it? Without ray tracing, Silent Hill 2 remake and Stalker lags like hell on my RTX 48. Really, I want to get Stalker 2. It looks good. It does look good. I don't care about high quality if the gameplay is good and super fun. I'll play it. Yeah, I agree. I'm with you there. End of the day, it's all about gameplay, isn't it? You know, you can get past an art style that you're not the biggest fan of if the game is fire to play. It's like I said, a good story is always good to have. But I'll play a game with a trash story if the gameplay more than makes up for it. And go ahead and give me shit, Pix. This is all your fun. A few inches away from being a $600 spender, right? Fun fact, I despise gambling. Everybody does until they get sucked in. I never gambled in my life until Gamba Games. Well, that's a lie. I did. I have betted on the dog racing in the past. But I was a kid then, so it's allowed. I blame the adults that were around me. But yeah, man. Didn't gamble until it came to Gamba, to Gacha. And look at me now. Look at me now. Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Alright, let's watch this video from Kaz then, shall we? Which one was it? This one is just put up. Wuthering Way shocks players with insane revenue. What is... Alright, okay. Can we believe revenue drops now? Can we believe revenue charts now, can we? Has this been officially released or are we believing revenue charts now? Because remember. Alright, let's have a look then. Alright, check this video from Kiazahana. And Wuthering Waves shocks players with insane revenue. Let's have a look.
So, Wuthering Waves have been killing it recently, especially with a lot of the new stuff that's come out about Rinascita. There's been a ton of advertising for version 2.0, and people are getting very, very excited. But let's just slow down a bit and actually cast our minds to the start of this version where we actually had possibly one of our biggest banners being Camellia. Well, at least I said that's what I was going to predict it to be. But in this video, we actually have some more news about the revenue, which is actually really exciting for Wuthering Waves, and could prove Wuthering Waves' worth whenever it comes to being a gacha game, and the overall position against other games in general. Now, you're probably asking a question like, oh, Kazahani, you said you weren't going to like cover the gacha revenue report again. Well, this is actually different. This information isn't actually taken from the gacha revenue report or even Sensor Tower. And I'll be going over all the other details with this other website to kind of give you some context behind how accurate this is and whether you should believe this information or not. But before I get to
oh, guys, this is at Magic. Don't they do the same sort of information gathering as Sensor Tower? You know, I'm pretty sure they do, don't they? But again, though, if it looks positive, then it's right. If it's negative, then it's wrong. Remember that.
this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also go over to my Twitch where I'm going to be streaming live. I definitely recommend going to go check it out. We cover a ton of Wuthering Waves stuff. I play, you know, a ton of Wuthering Waves on stream, but we also react to some Wuthering Waves videos and also other gacha videos as well, which you might find interesting. So go down into the pinned comment down below or in the description, there'll be a link there, and I definitely recommend you come check me out, because if you follow, you'll get a notification as soon as I go live. But let's get back into the video. So the website that we're actually using for this is AppMagic. AppMagic has been a trusted website for a lot of news companies out there, including Pocket Gamer, the news site that actually does the mobile game.
Okay. Sensor Tower is also, you know, believed by a multitude of companies as well. I don't think this is the argument we want to make out that this one's more respectable. Hey, you know what? Let him cook.
Game Awards, which, you know, Wuthering Waves won, and Wuthering Waves actually attended as well. Now, obviously, if we go into the key facts about AppMagic here, they say that they get the numbers from, you know, publicly available App Store and Google Play databases, enhancing it with actual figures contributed by our customers. So again, there is a kind of estimate kind of feature to this, and I do think you need to take this information.
This is pretty much the same that Sensor Tower do, so okay, let's remember that.
With a grain of salt, because again, there is a chance that this could be a little bit wrong, but AppMagic does a lot more in terms of actually trying to build an algorithm to get a closer estimate than just kind of multiplying it by a random number and just being like, yeah, that will do. Because the difference with AppMagic and the gacha revenue chart is that they don't actually include the information they don't know about the Chinese kind of websites, which again, if you don't know, gacha revenue actually estimates, or I say guesses, you know, the numbers for the...
This is what makes me laugh about this. The fact is, Sensor Tower and AppMagic themselves kind of guess the information. Even about Android, they don't have the actual information. I'm not going to get into this again anyway. They just go off downloads. They go off, you know when you sign up to an app and it says they're going to freaking share your data. Guess who that's going to? Companies like fucking AppMagic and Sensor Tower, basically. You know, and then you go and subscribe to them to get the information for corporations so they can kind of, you know, guess the trends, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty much the same sort of thing here. They're using an algorithm. Sensor Tower say they use AI. Same shit at the end of the day.
Chinese, I think it's the Android version, which again,
it's straight up, this is Sensor Tower again. It's the same shit.
AppMagic doesn't actually include any of that data.
My thing is, though, is that maybe potentially this is looking more positive, so people are going to believe this now.
So a lot of the revenue that you'll be seeing today is actually going to be higher. It could even be double what it is at the moment. But again, just remember that these are all estimates and they are not the final number. And we've also still got like 3 days left of November, which could change some things. But honestly, I don't think Wuthering Waves is going to make like, you know, 10 million in a couple of days. So let's go and have a look at some of the numbers here. So looking at Wuthering Waves, you can see that the revenue for the last 30 days is actually 10 million. Now 10 million is an absolutely amazing amount, which I'm super excited to see because again, I told you that the Camellia banner was probably going to sell pretty well. You can see here there's actually a graph where they split up the different kind of regions and how it's split up in terms of revenue. We can see that China is actually the #1 spender with 26%. Which again is great, but also remember there is also quite a bit of revenue missing from the Chinese apps, which, you know, will probably bump up their percentage even more. And then in second place, which was quite surprising, at 23% is Japan.
Drastically, actually. Anyway, fuck all this. I was surprised. We, you know, we looked at the Android to iPhone share, didn't we? and it was like, wasn't it like something like 80% of phones in China are Android? I didn't think it was going to be that much of a drastic difference. I was shocked by that. I thought it was probably going to be like, 60-40 or something like that. I thought Apple was quite big in China, but it's like, damn, dude, no.
Japan, again, they spent about 2 million, and then South Korea in close, 20% as well. They also spent 2 million, and then United States in the 4th place with 8 million. Now, obviously, if you go to the downloads, though, it's slightly different because, AppMagic also shows downloads. They've made 500,000 downloads at least. They say that China's been 23% of these, but also the United States have actually been second in downloads, which means that Wuthering Waves is growing in popularity over in the West and over in the United States, which again is actually really exciting to see. Now, obviously, this means that Japan and South Korea do have less players.
Hold up a sec, because we'll have to look here, because we can't look on fucking hell, to help if I type properly. Because you have to subscribe to Sensitivity, don't you? When does the info come out? Oh yeah, it's not come out yet. No, okay.
But it does mean that they do spend more, A lot of
okay,
the players, although there is less, they spend more money and they, bring a lot of the revenue to the game. Whereas a lot of the United States players do actually play free-to-play. And I think that's just the product of the culture over in the United States. I mean, there's a lot of stuff with like Hoyoverse and things like that, where many people over there are free to play because they don't have that culture of spending a ton of money on a character. Whereas China, they're a little bit more used to it at the moment.
You gotta take, man, Europe and America are too busy spending money on drugs, man. You got time for this shit.
But again, that could always change in the future, and maybe it'll be interesting to see if the kind of revenue spending to download ratio changes for America. But then if we actually go over to some of the competitors, we can see what they're kind of making in the last 30 days, which is actually really interested me. Now, it says here that Wuthering Waves actually made 10 million in revenue and 500,000 downloads, which we saw. And then we got Genshin Impact making 20 million and also 2 million downloads, which again is to be expected. It's Genshin Impact. It's always going to make a ton of money. They did really well last month, so I do.
Star Rail's only at 10 million as well. I feel like this chart's maybe even more bullshit than the gacha revenue chart.
Expect them to keep doing well, especially with a lot of the new characters coming out, like Chaska. But then the most interesting one to me is Zealous Zone Zero actually pretty much being equal to Wuthering Waves in terms of revenue and downloads. Zealous Zone Zero on 10 million and 500,000. Now, obviously, with the Chinese kind of data that is missing, they will probably never be able to see because...
You're telling me, hey, I'm who am I to questioning? I don't think that Wuthering Waves did the same numbers as Star Rail, right? No, I just don't. I don't think that's the case. I think this is even more capped than the freaking gacha revenue chart that's took from Senstower.
It is private, and the only way you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to be is by using, kind of multipliers and stuff like gacha revenue chart do, which could actually make up the difference between Wuthering Waves and Zealous Zone Zero. Maybe they make quite a bit more or quite a little bit less. But it is interesting to see, mainly in the global audience and a little bit of the Chinese audience, that Wuthering Waves is actually kind of on par with Zealous Zone Zero at the moment, and that they're actually keeping up with a Hoyoverse game, which is really, really great to see. But also what surprised me as well is Honkai Star Rail also making 10 million with 1 million downloads. Obviously, it's a much more popular game, especially for a lot of free-to-play players. So again, they're going to have much more downloads. But the revenue has been pretty much the same, and that's probably due to a lot of the banners not being as exciting. I can't even remember what banner is currently on Honkai Star at the moment. Oh wait, no, I remember it. It was the Acheron banner, and then also we had the Rapper banner. I don't know if that actually overlapped into November. But again, that is, that kind of makes sense because it is a rerun, so yeah. It's pretty good though. It seems like, Wuthering Waves though, compared to these two, is actually pretty decent. Now, obviously, if we keep going down to AFK Journey, which was another game that came out about that time, they're making around 5 million, which again, is probably to be expected. We keep going down, Dragon Ball Legends making 10 million and 1 million downloads. Again, absolutely insane. I think it kind of goes unnoticed how well they're doing. And then also Nikkei, who actually recently had that anniversary, so it's to be expected that their revenue is going to go up a ton. And they've actually made 20 million in revenue and got 200,000 downloads. So again, it seems like a lot of these companies are doing very well. And obviously, on my channel, I do like to hone in on Wuthering Waves mostly, and it's really great to see that they are making 10 million at least in the 30 days. Now, as I said, a lot of this information is estimate, so, take a lot of this with a grain of salt. Obviously, this could be up, this could be down. I think more than likely up, just because due to the missing kind of information we have from the Chinese market, which is obviously going to drive it.
Well, this is the same argument you could make for the gacha revenue chart, though, because they times it by 1.75, right? So every million on global. So if they do a million global, they'll be like, right, you've done 2.75 million. That's probably an underestimate when you think about it. When we looked at the revenue, the the consumer share in Android to Apple, I mean, yeah, Android to iOS, it was what, like 80 odd %, something like that. And it was like a couple of, what was it like? I think it was like 80% on one particular type of Android device, wasn't it? And then it was like shared out between Apple and then like a few other Android devices. I'd say it's probably more likely, if you're going to look at it, probably higher than 1.75, isn't it, when you think about it?
Could even be double this. I reckon whenever the Gacha revenue chart comes out, if we kind of do like a bit of quick math, it's going to be something around like 17 million or something based on their multipliers. But also, I just wanted to quickly look as well. If we look at all of these charts, I know there's a lot of numbers everywhere, but you can see Wuthering Waves is here. It actually made 5 million last month. So even looking at Magic data alone and not comparing it to anything else, we can see that it's doubled in revenue, which is really, really good to see. And it seems like Wuthering Waves...
Wait, so he did what was that for? 5 million what? Fucking brain rot's got me looking at this shit. What's this for? Is this for global? Top grossing? 5 million? What's that? Is that for everything? Because, like, wasn't it like... If you take away China, 8 million on the Gacha revenue chart? This shit ain't no more accurate than that.
It actually made 5 million last month. So even looking at Magic data alone and not comparing it to anything else, we can see that it's doubled in revenue, which is really, really good to see. And it seems like Wuthering Waves is finally taking off and getting the recognition it deserves in terms of revenue and in terms of sponsorships, collaborations, and everything like that. If you've been on my Twitter, well, first of all, what are you not doing on my Twitter if you're not there? Again, I posted quite a lot of stuff to do collaborations and things like that. They've had a lot of collaborations with companies like Snapdragon, which again drives a lot of people over to the game and gets people interested about the overall IP in general. But again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that, you know, Wuthering Waves is going to succeed even more and that they're going to, you know, keep going up in revenue? Or do you think that this was just the case of Camellia was just such a good banner that, you know, people really wanted to pull on that? Because, again, this is some really interesting information, especially, you know, a couple days before, you know, a lot of the big Gacha PvP stuff comes out. It's going to be interesting to see how they kind of rate it compared to this data. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if anything else happens. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also go over to Twitch, as I said. I'll be there streaming live. Definitely go down to the pinned comment down below or the description. Again, it's a really, really fun time. And I'll be doing a lot of Wuthering Wave stuff and kind of reacting and everything like that. So...
Oh, hold up. Best indication of Kura's revenue is the entire ramp up of effort to quality. Just because this has a price tag, it doesn't make it more reliable. Like Sensor, they're not showing their calculations, algorithms, data provided by customers doesn't exactly scream accurate. Like it, critical thinking feels illegal to be here so early. So now we're using different apps for revenue tracking. Okay, I like it. Okay, all right. We have hope. We have hope. There's critical thinkers in chat, in comments. This is even worse than Sensor. All right, okay, all right. Respect. We'll come back to that later, actually, because thank God. Thank God. Yeah, this is my problem sometimes. I guess, actually, you know what? I'm curious. Where are we? I'm curious. At Magic, yeah. At Magic, revenue, what were we in? November, yeah. I don't know if they do other stuff as well, so we're just putting Gacha games. Oh, shit. Alright, whatever. I thought some other people might have been talking about it. 'Cause I'm curious. I was curious to see if there was like, ooh, you know, the numbers are right now kind of argument. You know what I mean? Well, I guess we'll see. I'll be interested to see if one's a scam, one's totally legit because it backs up a bias. You know what I mean? Be interested to see that. The rabbit hole begins. We should tell the dev to show their money spread each patch, right? Let's have a look at what's in your wallet, man. Yeah. I've seen some people saying that, oh man, they must be making loads of money because they get all their employees' phones. I bet their employees would have preferred pay rises. You know? Because I know I would have. If my employee turned around and was like, thanks for all the hard work, here's a phone. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Give me a fucking pay rise. End of the day, though, like I say, I think those sites are probably valuable for trends, and that's about it. There's no point looking into the numbers too deep because we don't know. They don't share that stuff. You know, companies like Huyo shared information on Genshin. Was it like 10 billion plus? They're a private company. They're not beholden to any shareholders, so that, you know, Um. What's this shit going on with? I ain't gonna get into it, like, because obviously, what's this shit going on with fucking, what's it again? Fox and VDZ.
So,
The beefing with VXV, am they? Thought that shit was put to bed. Oh, they got all the awards as well. That's it, innit? Just a guy. It's at the end of the day, it's hey, I'll take it because it's a bit of PvP. It's content at the end of the day, and I think most CCs see it like that. I think sometimes there's some CCs portrayed in a way that escalates the PvP in communities. Or at the end of the day, I guess it's, you know, I'm tired of these rules for me and not for thee. Unless the studio is a publicly traded one, it's impossible to get the actual revenue. Exactly, and they ain't doing the unless they're doing quarterlies. You just ain't gonna know them, yeah. Exactly, John. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? That's right. Hopefully, we'll wait to see if the big guy makes a video on it. At Magic and Sense might want to watch their asses. They're literally an RCH for committing corporate espionage. PvP where no one wins. Apart from fucking some content creators, bank statements, then. Yeah, I like it. I'm the type of person, I try not to get involved in drama. That's why I'll react to stuff sometimes, like, you know, and I'll comment on stuff when I think people have maybe pushed the envelope a little bit. You know, like, I'll react to people. Like, I think Kazza seems like a good dude. I do. You know what I mean? And dude's grinding the content, and I respect his ability to make the videos he does. You know what I mean? And I like him. You know, I'll talk about that sort of stuff without turning it into a drama, because I think, you know, it's fine to comment on content creators without taking it too far, which I try not to do. But yeah, man, I try not to get involved in drama, but I will happily sit on the side with some popcorn and watch that shit burn, you know? Oh, I do, Cypuri. I do. Like I say, I think it's a skill set, man, to do those sort of videos. You know, he pumps out high quality edited videos, and he's very good at taking a subject that I'd struggle to stretch over 2 minutes. You know, and dude stretches out into a video, and I respect that. I respect that, man. If there's lots of drama, that means there's no gacha content. Yeah. That's why there's lots in the gacha space. You know? Cyclical. Patch. Everybody's playing the game. No patch. Everybody's PvPing. You know what I mean? It's the real end game at the end of the day, innit? You know what I mean? It's the end game. Who's here to farm? Who's here to farm mats? You know, when there's a drama to be farmed, man. I was going to watch his other video. It's from more Kazahana. It's 20 minutes, so I ain't watching that. It's too long. I was going to watch his Captain Cabinet video, but that's a long one as well. That shit's like, fuck, that's 36 minutes. I ain't doing that. You saw crazy Kurobots attack me for this. Tempted. I'm tempted, but it's a bit long. It's a bit long. Yeah, I saw she started playing, yeah. The thing that gets me sometimes with the gacha drama, right? You know, like, I'll react to videos, and I suppose sometimes I might say stuff in videos where a content creator might be like, what? And might see that as like, all right, you know, let's duel kind of thing. I never like. That's why I'll never attack the character. I'll just, you know, react and respond to like what they're saying in the content, kind of thing. But like some of the PvP that happens in the gacha space, man, is like low grade shit, man. It's like pathetic, you know, like people getting one guide left, right, and center, like you know, it's mad. Because I think that's what's been happening the last couple of days with Fox and V, hasn't they? Like I like V as well. Dude seems like a nice guy. I think he got one guide in his chat though, man. He like Fox then made a video about it. And I think that VXV was reacting to all the stuff, and it was just like, why is this shit got dragged all again? Because some dude went into his stream insulting him. Should never get one guide. That's my advice to people, man. Don't let yourself get one guide and think it means, you know, everybody's saying him. Bro, AI generated Woo League videos are better than that. Yeah, I hope I could just move past that stuff because, you know, some people are built for drama, some people are not. And I think they're better to stick off sticking with just making good content, man. Because V actually makes good videos. V does he? I like his videos. He should definitely lean into the strength that he's got in that, in my opinion. Because like I've watched a couple of his videos and they're actually like, you know, you can edit, you can put a video together, makes good content, and he's a nice guy as well. Gonna react to more PGR. Gimme. I kind of want to get on with it, but I do want to watch some stuff. I want to be lazy. Man, turkey, green bean, casserole, sweet potato pie, and apple pie. I'm going to be even fatter bastard by the end of the day. V's awesome. We were streaming early, so I stopped. But yeah, I like V. I like him. But yeah, because I was in, I was watching it back, VXV's live stream. And I was lurking while working in V stream when the dude came in saying the stuff to V. And he did get one guide, you know what I mean? And then he kind of like did, I guess, go on the offense at VXV, and it was just like, probably shouldn't have done that. What am I looking at here? Have I seen this Watanabe episode? No, I don't. Oh, actually, have I? I might have. Is that the one where he looks like a cowboy? Yeah, I think I might have, you know. The one from Naruto. From 2 months ago. Yeah, he does seem like a nice guy. That's why I hope he doesn't get dragged into that sort of stuff, because, yeah, I don't know if it did end well. Yeah, it's his birthday, I think, today, isn't it? All right, then. From Narushio, Watanabe, Epitaph, Helsing Coating Showcase. Let's have a look, because, dude, PGR have been smashing it with some of the coatings recently, haven't they? It's fucking badass, isn't it, that? It's so fucking badass. Like, what? That's what I'm thinking. What if, like, Frank kind of like, he's a little bit like him in regards to the melee and range weapon usage. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, Kuro. Okay, Kuro. Let me drag that down a little bit. I don't know if it's too loud. Okay. I'll see ya. Holy shit. Was that like, is his sword a grapple hook then? Yo, that's sick. Oh, no, it's not. Is he? No, he's coming out of his hand. I thought he was coming out the blade. That would have been dope. Oh, he's coming off his wrist. Okay. Yeah, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, Kuro. Give me something like this. However you're going to work the combat chain, the attack chains together and stuff, but I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to blast the shit out of people, and I want to be able to close the distance, and then maybe even put a shot into them again. Because there's a talks about, I've heard some people talking on Twitter, he's a fusion healer, and I'm like, oh, is his gun going to be to heal him? I hope that's not the case. I want to see some ranged melee combat mix, I do. But I think the range combat is better in PGR, isn't it, than Wuthering Waves? Now, I know there's a lot of people who say, fucking bro, the PGR combat's better, full stop. I feel like the range combat in this game is fire. Like, for me, range combat in Wuthering Waves kind of misses the mark. I'm not that down with it. Now, I don't know if that's just because a symptom of the way the game plays. You know what I mean? That leads to that. Or it's just that they haven't quite nailed it down just yet. Hopefully they manage to do it with Carlotta. Sick. Man, the animation progression in this game is ridiculous now, isn't it? So is his... Okay, alright. Okay, that was sick. I think as well we'll see this in the future in Wuthering Waves in regards to the Forte is almost going to become a secondary form of combat. I do. I think that'll be the evolution of the Resonators in the future. You know, at the minute, Forte's either an ability or a buff or whatever, you know. I suppose Camellia's kind of been the closest we've got to that, where, like, you know, it's not just the same attacks buffed or a skill or whatever. It's like a literal change in a combat style. I feel like we're really going to get some of that in the future, almost like a Gen 2 type of Resonator, like I mentioned in the video when I was talking about, I think it was when I was talking about Carlotta. I think that's potentially the future in regards to Wuthering Waves, that we're going to see something like that, where, like, when you engage your Forte, you genuinely go into, like, it's a second, like, system, down to, like, you know, your combat chains, everything. Like, so some characters will literally potentially have separate two tiers of combat and combos and such, which I think would be a cool thing as well, because it would obviously add extra nuance, wouldn't it? And I know we've kind of got a pseudo version of that at the mini, but it's not the same, really, is it? That is a sick animation. Yeah, man, we need something like this in Wura. Definitely. Techno John Marston. He's like a Van Helsing kind of act, isn't he, actually? Is that what he's kind of styled on? detail in the characters now as well, man. It's fucking kind of good, innit? It's kind of good. I mean, it could give us a look into the future possibilities in WoW, so it always gives you a possibility. Exactly, yeah, exactly. That's one of the things that I love to look at in PGR. A lot of the positives are like, man, this makes me excited for the future of Wuthering Waves, you know, like, because surely we're going to see some of the stuff that's in the game, you know, whether it's twisted and changed and it's slightly different, come over. And that makes me excited, actually, because PGR's got a lot of good things. And like I say, once we're, I've still got a bunch of stuff to do in 1.4. And if I stop yapping so much, I'll probably do it quicker. Once we've done that, we're gonna spend a good week playing PGR and try and get up to scratch on everything. Yeah, I'll be down for that, Riley, as well. Yeah, agree. That weapon looks fucking sick. It's like it's got a barrel, but not like the barrel of like a revolver. It almost looks like it could be like the, you know, the undersling part of like a minigun almost, like especially the way the handle is as well. You know what I mean? That's fucking sick, man. That's a fucking cool looking character that is now. Dude, those animations though. Yeah, like I want this. I want this. I hope that Brant is this. And even if he's not, maybe he's going to be the stepping stone to it. You know, maybe potentially his pistol or whatever he's got there is some kind of healing device. You know, all right, okay, or it's a buffing device. Okay, all right, okay. But hopefully then we move, because like I feel like that's where we need to go, man. We need a 5-star ranged character that has a melee weapon that can parry and that can, like, you know, close the distance, back off, and do like play this dual role. You know, won't be the best DPS in terms of the melee, won't be the best power in terms of the ranged weapons, but can do both really well. We need something like that, definitely. Have you seen the Lucia Pyruffs showcase? No, Vincent from Final Fantasy VII. Let me remind myself of Vincent there, bro. Kind of, I guess we look old, actually. I'm trying to think of Vincent then. A little bit, yeah. Definitely, yeah. I got a Yang Yang jump scare. What Yang Yang? We're excellent. Oh, Yang Yang. Rinascita. I know it's not your language. Yeah. I better speak English, mate. Dude commented on my video the other day that actually kind of cracked me up. That did that one actually made me chuckle. And he was like, everybody's pronouncing Rochia wrong. It's FBI. It like smelled like EFF. But it's proper cracked me up actually. It made me laugh. It was a good one. Brand got a mask about it. You see, that's what I was talking about in my video, that potentially, like, you know, say we're using our weapon or whatever, he puts a mask on and that's when he switches his style up in his forte, whether you're going from range to melee or you were doing a particular type of mixed ranged melee combat, and then when you put the mask on, it goes into a different style of ranged melee combat. But I feel like his masks, he's going to be donning his mask with his forte, right, or his ult would make sense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Rinascita. Like, I've got a video that I want to start making. I'll probably start making tomorrow. Because I don't know if I'll try and get on in the evening, but we're going to the farm tomorrow to try and get some local meats and stuff. And going to take my nan as well. But my nan's like 92 now, like, and, you know, I want to try and start doing some stuff for her because, like, she's definitely getting a little bit unsteady on her feet and that, like, and, you know, just want to spend some time with her. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be live, but I'm going to try and start making the video tomorrow. We're going to talk about the families. Going to talk potentially about Zany, how she could be linked. Could she be linked to Carlotta? Is she linked to the Montelli family? Is she linked to a different family? Is she like a ward, a security type kind of character? Talking about like potentially like things like the Council of 10, the Doges, the families, the Zany family that was actually in Venice. Talk about some of that sort of stuff as well. I'm looking forward to starting that video. That video actually. I just kind of got to get the, you know, the idea of how to present it. Like what I did with the last one, I came with like the title and the premise, and then was like, right, I can build the video from there. Because at first I was just gonna like talk about the visuals of Rinascita, and I was just like, it's just gonna be a waffling video. Let's try and do something where there's actually like, you know, we're discussing what the community's been talking about. So I might try. I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna try. It's not my forte, you know. It's new to me. I don't usually make that kind of content, so I'm still getting used to it. Like, you know what I mean. Please introduce two ultimates in Wuha. Yeah, I'll be down for that as well. Like dual phases to it. Yeah, man. Maybe like Chang Li, instead of stripping, he's putting on segments of his mask. Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be. Because obviously this is going back to leak stuff, but it's, I guess we can talk about it now because we've seen him. There was, when he was initially leaked, was the idea that like there was a character with a mask and it's part on sometimes and then fully on. So yeah, we might see that actually. Yeah, I hope they like I was talking about as well. Like, I think they could do some like quite dark storytelling in regard to the tacit discords that are in Rinascita and how they've become the way they are. You know, like it not being a natural thing and it being probably potentially being like this really dark thing where experimentations have been done on people to use, I guess, tacits in potentially like, you know, labor wise and you know, our military weapons and such. Out of curiosity, how was we were 1.0 the first time I played it? Like, what do you mean in terms of like what, like the game itself or like performance? I hope Kuro team got well-deserved rest because I think it's harder to implement PGR kind of combat to Wuha. Yeah, it's like, I think it's just finding that, like, I guess what I'm thinking is like, okay, let's bring that into Wuha. Obviously, the translation's not going to happen, but like maybe the inspiration of the elements of the combat more than the actual, a direct, like, transition, if you will. 2 seconds, chat. Man, some dude parked his car outside my house like 2 weeks ago and just left it there. Oh, the game in general. I liked it. Straight away, fell in with the combat. I think it's not just good action gacha combat, but good action RPG combat in general. Visually, it's a nice game, especially on PC. It's pretty. It's got good sound design. Voice acting was, you know, still is in places. I still think Rover's one of the weakest links. The female Rover, at least, anyway. I haven't played with the male Rover. That sounds sus. I think they've improved on that as well. I think the the story itself's not the problem. I think sometimes the storytelling could be better in Wuthering Waves. But in 1.0, I had fun. Like, in terms of the story, like, off the bat, I was enjoying myself, where a lot of people weren't. It was the mid-section of the story that, like, let the game down, in my opinion. Yeah, I enjoyed it right off the bat, I did. As soon as I started playing, I was like, you know what? I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. I mean, I'm totally theory crafting, but I feel like the worst thing could be something happening that makes the friendly tacit Discord turn on people that see them as friends this whole time. Yeah, like, see what I was thinking? I'll give you a little teaser to, like, you know, well, obviously I'll go into it deeper if I do make a video on it, but I was thinking, we know the Fraxidus are doing experimentation, and there's theories going around that potentially Scar could be like kind of a an artificial resonator, right? That he's, some people saying as well, I think Sid said this and a bunch of other people said this, the potential of Scar kind of being like created from the resonance of some of Geshu Lin, which is, you know, cool idea as well. It's like, if you've got those sort of experiments going on, what if Rinascita, and it could have been one of the things that helped them get back on the feet, started experimenting on tacits, maybe, you know? And some of these tacits are like forced into evolving into tacits from people, and like, I thought it'd be a kind of cool thing if we find this story of, like, you know, people are noticing family members have been disappearing, and, you know, like, that'd be pretty dark, wouldn't it? If, like, people, like, you know, put poor people in the city are winding up disappearing. Like, man, Uncle Billy disappeared last week. Where's he gone? You know what I mean? Dude's roaming around as a tacit somewhere. What I assume is that they used a bit of human consciousness to make the tacit Discord compliant and docile with the human experience. Could be something like that, yeah? Because, like, we still have a lot to learn about everything within the universe anyway, don't we? We're getting drip-fed stuff. So, like, stuff that we think now is like, okay, that's probably how things are going to work. We might learn stuff in the future. It's like, oh, okay. All right. Hopefully, Rinascita gives us a little bit of that, especially along with... we've got to learn something more about tacits, you know? Because we've already heard from places in Huanglong that people talking about it being the land of tacit discords. We've saw from the trailer they made an emphasis to not just show us Rinascita, to show us what the flying tacit discords, that cat bathtub thing, I think that was a tacit discord, and those tacit discords that were walking around. So we know that they're ingrained into the society, so they're making a big factor of that. So we have to learn more, get some expansion on tacit discords, don't we? Because, you know, I feel like they're just giving us because they spoke about, didn't they, in the last watch it as well, would be like more foreshadowing in the game. I think there's some heavy foreshadowing going on with the tacit discords. Pixie's low-key filthy rich. I fucking wish. Underground slavery let me cook. Yeah, that's true. Like, I had no issues with the game. So it was like, you know, when everybody was like, man, I'm having problems, and Kuro was just like, here's some free pulls. And I was just like, fuck, this is great, man. I'm getting free shit for enjoying myself. Totally agree. I mean, by concept and theme, Rinascita was a lot of potential story-wise. So I kind of hope they drag it a bit longer and make it, not make it a one-goal thing like that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some cliffhangers in the game as well. I wouldn't. I genuinely wouldn't mind, like, some storylines getting left and then getting, you know, getting finished later on. You know, leave me thinking something's happened to some people, and then we find out later maybe not, or vice versa. Yeah, I just want a little bit of that. So when it comes to a conclusion later on, you're like, damn, you know, you want to clap your hands like, man, that was some, you know, like, development in character arcs and stories, they take time, don't they? You know, that's why you lack having that emotional connection when a character shows, or a film or a book or a show or a game shows you a character, they do a bunch of foreshadowing, and then they kill them off pretty much after meeting them. You're like, well, one, I've got no emotional connection to him, and two, that was pretty obvious. Where, like, if you do something, it doesn't have to be killing somebody off, but if you do something like that but extend it over a period of time, it just hits home way harder, doesn't it? Those friendly echoes get corrupted. Yeah, we could see something like that, couldn't we? We could see something like that where, like, we turn up, you know, and because we're over, Hey, that'd be kind of cool, actually, if we do something, it fucks shit up. You know? Tacit start going zombie mode and everybody eating brains and shit like. That'd be kind of cool. There's blood in the streets. Still waiting for Pixie's gacha tier list. It's coming. We're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Hot take, guess your limb will never be on a banner. You reckon? Ooh, that's a spicy take. It's a spicy take, that is. Alright, let's watch this other video from Kaza, because I was going to watch this one actually until Jamie mentioned Kaza had put out a video. I'm curious, okay? I'm curious. Come on, bro, roasting me on MSI Rinascita. Rinascita. Sheeta. Is that better? Sheeta. Alright. Video from Kaza. Wuthering Waves reveals massive PS5 update details. I'm interested in this, actually. What have they released? We know it's coming out on the 2nd, but have you got anything else about it, then?
So, we have even more exciting...
Oh, my headset's gone off. Do we know, like, how the game's going to be running on PS5? You know? Is there going to be... I'm assuming there's going to be a performance mode and a fidelity mode, yeah? Does that mean, like, 60-120 or 60-30? If this game runs at less than 60 FPS in a fidelity mode on PS5, man, the PS5 is cooked.
So, we have even more exciting Wuthering Waves PS5 news, which a ton of players have been really looking forward to. If you don't know, Rinascita is set to come out soon on January 2nd, and a ton of people are excited for that, but also another announcement a lot of people were excited for was the PS5 version of Wuthering Waves releasing. And this is also set to come out at the same time as version 2.0. Now, obviously, this is something that I've been covering on this channel an awful lot, and you might almost call me the PS5 guy of Wuthering Waves, because honestly,
I'm the only motherfucker that should be getting praise.
Made so many videos kind of milking this, and I said I wouldn't make any more videos unless we had some kind of update on it, and well, I think we have an update on it. Now, obviously, in the future, after the PS5 version does come out, I probably won't be making any other videos on it, because again, it's just going to be another kind of, you know, platform of the game, and it's not going to be that interesting, and I'm going to be real with you guys, I don't even own a PS5 despite covering all of this news, so again, it will be a little bit different, and I probably won't be covering this again.
Honestly though, like, if you're on PC, I don't even see that, well, I guess some exclusives, like, back in the day, I've owned every PlayStation console, let me just say that, and I'll go back 4 or 5 years, I would have bought the PlayStation for exclusives. You know, the only thing that's kind of tempting me to get a PS5 is Grand Theft Auto, because I think we're going to be having to wait a year for PC, aren't we? But even then, I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can justify it, man. You know? I just don't know if I can. Because, like, I want to play GTA, though. I do want to play GTA 6, but, like, yeah, man, I might just wait, because, like, what, 500 quid for a base PS5? Now we got the Pro to not even play games at max. Like, I'm so used to playing at games at, like, 100 frames plus. Like, it's just, like, going back to 60 FPS, man, it's going to melt my brain.
Unless, you know, some kind of crazy news comes out. But again, we have some crazy stuff to go over, and I just wanted to talk about the PS5 version overall and what it could bring to Wuthering Waves. But before I get to this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and also go to my Twitch where I'm going to be streaming live. I definitely recommend going over there. It'll be down in the pinned comment down below, or also in the description. My link will be there. If you just go over, give me a follow, and you'll get notified as soon as I go live. We had a ton of you guys over there, so I definitely recommend coming over, come and check us out, and yeah, I'll see you guys over there. But let's get back into the video. So this is the first announcement we had for the PlayStation version of Wuthering Waves. Obviously, it was very highly speculated that it's going to happen at some point, but this was kind of the thing that got it into...
I said it though. I said it. If it didn't happen on the character reruns, it was coming on 2.0.
People's heads like, oh, this is actually happening.
Call me clairvoyant.
Now, as you can see, this was announced on the 23rd of July 2024.
Definitely nobody else
honestly, a lot of us thought that this was actually going to be announced, or kind of, you know, we're going to know a little bit more about the PlayStation version at Tokyo Game Show 2024, but it never actually happened. We never saw any kind of announcement, but the main reason why people were saying it was going to be there was because they listed the PS5 as one of the main kind of platforms that was going to be attending the Tokyo Game Show. But again, no, it never happened. We didn't see anything, and it
I did say this as well, maybe at the Tokyo Game Show.
And then it pretty much just went radio silent. But then there's also another event which was actually very exciting, which actually got people to release these videos like Wuthering Waves new PS.
Yo, is bro doing the background lore on the PlayStation 5 reveal here? Is dude really doing the background lore? I've got an update for you, but let me take you back. You might wonder how I got in this situation. Come on, bro.
Demo, where pretty much they show you around a lot of the PS5 gameplay, which again, it's just Wuthering Waves. It's nothing too special in particular, but you can kind of see how the controllers and stuff work, and this is our first look at the PS5 gameplay. Now, this actually came from China Joy 2024, which again is like a big kind of gaming event
I
in
might have to
China.
go there one of
So
the
it's
times.
kind of similar to Tokyo Game Show, just Chinese, and I'm pretty sure it covers mostly console games. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that one. But again, it does look really cool, and I think that Wuthering Waves has been working a lot on their controller support and just making it a ton better. I think that is why it's taken a little bit of time for them to actually announce.
How is the controller support actually on Wuthering Waves, whether you're on mobile or console? I mean, PC. Obviously, I play mouse and keyboard, so I don't know. But I know people play with controller on PC, and obviously I know people play with controller on mobile as well. How is it? Is it good? You know, is it actually good controller support?
Announce it for version 2.0 because they're trying to polish this as well as possible so they don't have any of the mistakes that they had whenever, you know, they first released the game. Because if you guys remember the release of the game, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. There was a lot of problems and they had to fix a lot of things. But honestly, this looks really, really cool.
Hey, yo, what was that picture of Jinsey, bro?
Honestly, this looks really, really cool. The things, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. There was a lot of problems and they had to fix a lot
The fuck is going on there?
of things. But honestly,
it's good.
This looks really, really cool. And then after that, there was pretty much nothing. I think there was a couple of months break, and yeah, it was kind of like a, oh, are we actually gonna get this? It almost turned into like a whole Genshin anime situation where it's just like, is this thing even real? Or did they announce it and not even like do anything about it? But no, it's actually coming out, unlike the Genshin anime, which is still yet to come out, by the way. So again, it's crazy. But we actually had this announcement, which was also on the same day that a lot of the Rinascita stuff came out, and it said the PlayStation 5 version of Wuthering Waves is...
Bro, you know, after watching that video now, when you guys said to go watch Gacha Enjoyer, I can't look at that lighthouse anymore and not see it as fucking Durex lube. You guys have contaminated my brain, man. So thanks for that, chat. Every single time I see that now, I just see the fucking bottle of lube. So fuck you guys.
Scheduled for release on January 2nd, 2025. Coinciding with the launch of version 2.0. Your progress will be synced across PC, mobile, and PlayStation 5, which again is huge. It means that you can actually save your progress across devices, and you know, you can work on it. Say, you know, you're on your PC, you're kind of doing your dailies or whatever, and say you got to go out and you want to go do something. Well, you can play it on your phone. That a feature. It will still be tracked.
What's
or
your
say you got a
full
PlayStation or something like that. You can play it on the PlayStation, and it will still be tracked.
So again, every time I see it now, man.
You can play it pretty much anywhere without actually losing any kind of progress or making a new account or something like that. So that's really, really good.
You know what, though? I'll wait to see, man, because PlayStation usually had some shitty stuff in with the PlayStation Network that could end up bricking your account on PC. So I'll be curious to see how that goes. Doesn't affect me because I'm not going to be playing on PlayStation 5. But, you know, you got to be careful with PlayStation and the PlayStation Network. You know, they might have some sort of thing and you connect it. And then you go back to PC, and your PC account's fucked. So, like, I wouldn't put it past Sony.
They say we would like to express
I
our
hope that
gratitude
doesn't happen
for your
for them,
patience
because
and
that would be
support.
bad.
We can't wait to see you in Rinascita. So again, really, really cool, and I can't wait for them to actually, you know, give us some more information on it. But we do have a little bit more information on Wuthering Waves. Now, if you don't know, PlayStation, you know, they do like to do a whole lot of pre-orders and stuff. And well, you know, Wuthering Waves also did release a pre-order for the Wuthering Waves PS5 version coming out on, you know, January 2nd. Now, this is the actual page on the PlayStation Store. It's called Wuthering Waves Free-to-Play Awakening Bundle Pre-Order Bundle. Now, I kind of find it...
Free-to-play Awakening Bundle. Oh, cool. $7.99, please.
Ironic that it says free to play, but it says £7.99 down there. Again, it is actually free to play, so whenever the game comes out, you will be able to play it for free, so don't...
Yeah, but the way they put it in free-to-play bundle, Awakening Bundle.
Don't worry, it's going to be okay. This is actually a bundle just for people that want to pre-order it, and well, with this bundle, you actually get a ton of stuff. They're not just scamming you saying...
Is he going back to... Oh, he's going back to...
If you want to get this game early, you have to pay £8. No. You actually do get a ton of stuff, including 5 Lustrous Tide, 10 Premium Resonance Potions, 10 Premium Energy Core, 15 Advanced Revival Inhalers, 10 Wuthering Cakes, 500,000 Shell Credits, and these are all claimable after you purchase. So again, I think that is really, really great. And also, if you're someone who has a like, different platform, you know, you can kind of build up your account on PC or on mobile, and then you can go ahead and play it on, you know, something else. But again, that's really cool that you can actually get this kind of bundle and get some of the stuff. I don't really know how cost effective it is compared to actually just buying a bundle in the game. But again, it is really cool, and it proves that they are thinking
I guess you get the tides, but like the mats, because like what you can get a bundle in the game. What is it? $9.99. and you get shit. What do you get? You get 5 radiants. Or was it 4? 4 or 5 radiants and like 400 loon asteroids. Is he? So actually, he's like a decent like value from what he bundle in comparison to the other stuff. Like, yeah, that's not a great bundle if I'm honest.
The Wuthering
No
Waves
radiance,
PS5
bro.
version
Come
quite a
on,
bit
man.
and how they can actually market it to new people. Because
Yeah, fact actually, Riley. Yeah, what $4.99 for the monthly? Like, come on, bro. That's a bit of a piss take, actually.
again, why is this even good for the community in the first place? And this is a thing that a lot of people have been kind of talking about is, you know, why are people so excited? It's only like a new platform. Well, the thing is, it's going to bring over a lot of players for Wuthering Waves, which
forgot
again,
what
I'm
they're
very
called.
excited about. And as I said in a lot of my previous videos, I'm a person
They do one
who,
for the
whenever I had
Radiance
a
and one for the,
PS4, I would go through the
weapon,
PlayStation Store, look through a lot
tides,
of
don't
the
they?
free-to-play games, look through that, be like, which one do I want to play? And that means that in the future, you know, Wuthering Waves is going to be one of those games on the free-to-play category that someone's going to scroll through and look at and maybe get involved in, which I think is great, and it gives that kind of exposure to
Hold up, this video is 11 minutes, so there's more. There's more, right? There's more.
the game. But
We
also
get
there's
6
gonna be
minutes
lots of
in to
people
know
who
there's a
don't have
a
PC,
bundle.
don't have a mobile that's good enough
We
to
get
run it,
6
that can
minutes in to
finally
know
play
there's
it
a
on
bundle.
PS5 that've been wanting to play it forever. I know there's a lot of you guys in the comments that have been saying, where's the PS5 version? I need to know where the PS5 version is now. Or like, I really want the PS5 version. Again, it's coming now, which is great. And also the fact that PlayStation and Sony is just so massive in Japan, it could kind of boost up the kind of audience in Japan and in
Is PlayStation that big in Japan? Like, I've been at the console market for a while, but as far as I was aware, mobile and Switch, Nintendo are like the dominant markets in Japan, yeah? Is PlayStation doing really well over? I thought PlayStation's biggest audience was America and Europe. Maybe things have changed. You know, that's why PlayStation have become so Western centric, haven't they? Really, because you know, I know obviously they've got access to China now, but I always thought like PlayStation's #1 market, like for the last 15, 20 years, was America, and then I think Europe might have even picked Japan. I could be wrong, but I didn't think PlayStation was that big. Bigger than Xbox, but Christ, Xbox sold like 5 consoles in Japan, didn't they? But yeah, is it really that big in Japan? Like for me, the biggest factor to the PlayStation 5 and Wuthering Waves getting on the PlayStation 5 is getting into like, you know, normies' hands, isn't it? You know what I mean? The people who might just be scrolling, or, you know, people who potentially buy RPGs, because there's a lot of people on the PlayStation who play RPGs, and they'll see that, and, you know, not really interested in mobile gacha games, but see that free to play. Oh, fuck it, you know what? Let me download it and then actually get into it, kind of thing, because it's a good game.
the East, which I think is great, seeing as Wuthering
Get
Waves
him right,
have been
dude,
kind
I'm
of
getting
working
milked.
towards, you know, improving their overall Japanese audience ever since their first issue with the sword with Jian. I think since the Jian sword issue where they mistranslated it,
Yeah, man,
they've
got some
like, really
free
stepped up their
pulls for
game
that.
in terms
Sweet.
of advertising to Japan. But I do hope that they do advertise a little bit over in the West as well, especially for the PS5 version, because again, if you guys live in the West, you guys know a lot of people own a PlayStation and not very many people own a PC. So it means that, you know, some people that maybe don't have access to that stuff will be able to access it, which again is just going to be great for numbers overall, and obviously, you know, will increase revenue. Now obviously, as we saw with this kind of gameplay stuff that I'll just play in the background here, there was a lot of stuff to do with controllers that have actually
Seemed
been
like it
added
was
to
all
the
in
game
60
before
FPS
the
stable as
PS5
well, yeah.
version has even come out. On mobile and PC, they do have controller kind of support,
After the
where you can
Solvents.
actually go ahead and play with controller. Which means that during all of this time where people were like, where is the Wuthering Waves PS5 version, they've actually been testing out controller support and stuff like that, which again means that they're going to have a more polished finish whenever the PS5 version does come out, which hopefully will actually reflect whenever people start up the game, because again, they've had all this time to test out what works and what doesn't work with these other versions, which, let's be honest, controller support isn't too important. It's not like, you know, it's the end of the world if they mess something up with it, but it seems like it has been smooth anyways.
Nah, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Wait a minute, I just need to make sure I heard what he said right there. I don't want to be...
Isn't too important. It's not like, you know, will actually reflect whenever people start up the game, because again, they've had all this time to test out what works and what doesn't work with these other versions, which, let's be honest, controller support isn't too important. It's not like, you know, it's the
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, especially on mobile. On PC, not for me, but there's a lot of people, because the PC gaming's changed over the last 3 or 4 years. People need to accept this fact now. PC games have really got to start making sure they've got controller support. There's a lot of people nowadays who play on PC who are quintessential console gamers, but they just wanted, you know, they're the console gamers who are after, I want more frames, I want the best graphics, you know what I mean? So they've got a PC, they probably have a PlayStation as well. Obviously, they've got a little bit more disposable income. They've bought a high-end PC, but they're playing 99% of the games on controller. You know what I mean? That audience is growing day by day on PC, that is. So I think controller support's important on PC, but it's definitely important on mobile. With a game like this, in my opinion, an action-based game. You know what? More power to people who can play this game on mobile, but like, yeah, no way could I.
The end of the world if they mess something up with it, but it seems like it has been smooth anyways, that they've actually managed to get it right first time. So I'm going to be very excited to see maybe how it differs in the PlayStation version, or if they're just going to do exactly the same and just kind of follow the format that works. And finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about is, like, when is this stuff going to be announced? When are we going to see more about Rinascita? When are we going to see more news?
Bro, I just got fucking... I got farmed. Hold up. Wuthering Waves reveals massive PS5 update details. I got fucking farmed. Bro has spoke for fucking 8 minutes. He spoke about the lore of the updates. Let's take you back to, like, you know, the announcement, and said, oh yeah, there's a bundle you can buy. Yo!
About maybe the PS5 version.
Hey, you know what, man? Props. You know, shake his hand. Hey, that's a skill. You know what, though? 4.5, nearly 5,000 other people got farmed as well, so...
I don't know if there will be or not, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Well, there are two kind of options here. The first one being the Game Awards. The Game Awards actually posted a post talking about the PS5 version of Wuthering Waves, saying that, you know, it's a nominee for the best mobile game, and it will launch on January 2nd. Now, the Game Awards and, you know, them actually winning and stuff like that is something completely different. It's a completely different topic. If you don't know, at the Game Awards, you can actually buy kind of ad slots and trailer times in between some of the awards, which I think is something that Wuthering Waves has definitely done. I think for Rinascita, they're going to announce something new, because if you've seen with Genshin Impact and stuff in the past, they actually announced their new character Yao Yao whenever it was new. Obviously, it's not new anymore. My god, it's been so long. But again, they actually announced Yao Yao at the Game Awards, so I hope the Wuthering Waves does like...
Yeah, that's why, while I do like Kazza as a CC person, I just avoid his videos nowadays. Yeah, I like Kazza. He seems like he's a nice guy. Like, I've seen him in the podcast on the Captain Cabinet thing. I think he's a nice dude, you know what I mean? I've got no reason to not think otherwise. But, like, yeah, some of his content, man, like, bro, like, you know what, though? I'm not hating it, but geez, man, an 11-minute video to tell us there's a $7.99 bundle that you can buy on the PlayStation Store. You know what, though? I gotta respect that, man. I gotta respect that, man.
Different,
Holy
except
shit.
they actually announced something kind of big and not just a 4-star character that is actually...
Oh, I
kind
wish
of
I could do
think
that.
is a very big opportunity for them, and hopefully they do release more stuff about the PS5 version as well as Rinascita.
Bro,
And
Edge
I think
does,
that
right?
having a Game Awards post like this and them actually mentioning the
art of
PS5
milking.
version coming out, and that is a
Yeah,
nominee
man's
and
locked in on the
stuff,
grind. I respect
think
it,
there
man.
is some
I respect-
kind of
I
contract
genuinely
or some
do.
kind of payment or something where the
I got
two
farmed,
companies are
but
kind
I
of like
respect
working
it.
together, which makes me think they have bought an advertising slot, which again will be very exciting. And I will be covering the Game Awards. We will be watching that live on my channel whenever it comes out. So again, I definitely recommend coming over to my Twitch to go watch that, because again, it's...
Shall we watch the Game Awards? I don't usually do it. I ain't done it for a while anyway. We have in the past. But shall we watch the Game Awards, you know? Obviously, we know what we're going to be watching, what we're here for. We're here for the tea. We're here for the freaking mobile game. But, like, should we watch it? You know, just to watch everything, like, you know? Yeah, man, maybe we'll chill. Get some food. Have a couple of beers. Just relax, you know, and we'll watch the Game Awards and chill out with it in chat, like.
It's going to be great. It's going to be really cool. It'll be on December 12th, I'm pretty sure. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see if Wuthering Waves have actually put out any ads or anything like that.
Show skins in the
and
TGA.
the second one is
Actually,
PlayStation
yeah.
State of Play, but again, I don't really know if we're going to see
If they win, then I think maybe we'll get some sort of kind of announcement.
anything from that. I highly doubt it, because the last one was like
Actually, good point, yeah. I got farmed, so by proxy, you guys got farmed.
about 2 months ago. So it seems a little bit too early for them to actually announce a new one, but I'm not sure. Maybe they will with the, you know, amount of games that are coming out at the moment, but it would be cool to see it, but this one's a little bit less likely. But yeah, that's pretty much all the news on the PlayStation version. Thank God we finally got some news on it, because again, a lot of you guys were kind of...
That's breaking, man. Juicy. I don't know what I'd have done if I didn't know that.
like hoping and telling me, being like, oh my god, where is all of this news? There is none. Like, no one's talked about the PlayStation version. Well, I finally talked about it, and yeah.
Oh, shit. You know what? Okay, alright. Dude's actually like acting like, yo, you happy there? You like that?
Yeah, that's all the news that we have for the PlayStation version so far. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think you're going to be playing the PlayStation version, or do you think you're going to be carrying on with your current device? Let me know.
Yeah, from what I've had in the past, like the main thing that usually happens when you react to like when you watch it, like something like the Game Awards, is usually you'll just get hit with like copyright claims. So you won't make no money on the streams. But I really don't make much money on my streams anyway. Really, like most of the revenue I get on my channel, which is very little anyway, which is not, you know, it's in my job. Comes from my videos.
What platform you're playing on. Let me know how it runs as well, because again, some people have different issues with some of the platforms. But yeah, overall, very exciting news. And yeah,
I don't know
if you guys did enjoy it, then don't forget to
it'll be
leave a
late
like
for
or
me.
subscribe.
I know it'll be late.
Go down to my Twitch. As I said, it'll be down in the pinned comment below or in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.
Okay. Jeez. Man, we got negative edged hard. Milking it or not, I appreciate your coverage of PS5 news. Thanks so much for covering the PS5 news, because I've been waiting for it so long. Yo. Okay. Dude literally turned a tweet into an 11-minute video. Mad respect for that. You know? Like, that's the sort of content I would have, like, maybe put in a community post. But even that, like, it's like, I don't think most people give a shit. Holy shit. Damn, bro. Damn. All right, let's jump on with it then, because it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. Been on for a bit. Jeez. Hey, no hate though, man. Honestly. Gotta laugh at it, because it's funny. It's fucking funny. But no hate. I just like it at the end though, when he was like, you know, we got like 10 seconds of news, and then at the end of the video, he's like, yo, there you go, guys. You was all asking for the news, so, you know, you can stop asking now. There's the news. Oh, shit. Damn, man. Oh, what patch? What patch? Patch. There's a patch today. What the fuck? What patch? Bug fixies, what? Yeah, I think it's funny. I think that was funny. I do. You know what I mean? I think if I was genuinely on PlayStation 5, I'd probably been a little bit miffed, because I'd have been like, motherfucker. But as that doesn't affect me, that was kind of funny. If I was genuinely waiting for some PS news, I'd have been a bit frustrated, because you'd have probably watched to the end of the video thinking, well, he's going to tell me at the end, what's the news, what's the news, what's the news? You know, oh, we've got performance numbers, you know, graphical settings. You know, potential like banners. What's are we getting extra banners? Are we going to get some exclusive content? Nah, bro. £8 bundle if you want it. Oh shit. Alright. Quality H2O that was, chat. Quality H2O. What's this? Oh. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen any fucking pulls in my fucking mail. You slipping, Kuro. Come on. Sort yourselves out. Give me some fucking free shit, man. Can't like somebody like in one of the regions have like a massive bug, please, so I can get some free shit. I need to get Camillea's weapon, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been slacking the last few days. I've been slacking this last week, man. I need to get back on the grind. I do. I still haven't even done Uncle's quest. That's how bad it's got. You know. We need to get to it. We need to get to it, boys and girls. When is Lumi coming? She's coming when the next banner drops in G. It's gonna be in both banners. So when's the next banner dropping? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, mate. I've got to wait a bit longer though, because I'm only going to be pulling on Yinlin's weapon banner, because I've already got Yinlin and Yao, so I'm just going to wait for it to go into the standard banner. I've been stacking up my standard
the lovely
toys.
smell of all my prey. Let's have fun. Loading.
Nah, something got round to it, Charlie.
Yeah. In war with time.
Stay behind me. Lotus pervade.
Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun.
Done? No. Oh, was you?
Struggle harder. Entertain me.
I've been hearing that that it is 72%, yeah. I mean, Lumi and Yinlin. Yeah, if you ain't got Yinlin, massive W. Because Yinlin's a really good character for the account, man. And Lumi looks fire, so, you know. Yeah, it's a big W for people who haven't got him. But like, I've got Yinlin. I've got Yao. I just didn't get Yinlin's weapon last time, which was like massive regret because fucking it's one of the best weapons in the game. So I'm gonna pull on that, and then I'm just gonna wait for her to go into the standard banner and try and get her and Yoo-Hoo at the same time if I can, if I get lucky enough anyway. At least I want to get her, you know, after playing more of Yoo-Hoo now. I'm on the fence with her a little bit. Like, kind of like what she does, but I don't like playing as her. She's not very fun to play, actually. What I was on about Neo, when I was on about the bundles, I was on about these ones. Shit, I can't even buy it now, but you know these ones. Alright. You get five tides and 400 asteroid. You get with the weapons one as well, yeah. Because I bought the weapons ones. What's going on, Fallen Dark? Ulto is still good to this guy. I need to build up Ulto, man. I need to build up my roster altogether, to be fair. I should give a String Master for free. Oh, that ain't happening. That is not happening. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Alright, should we, gotta do a couple of tacits, man. Do some fusion. Yeah, I think outside the pass, they're probably like some of the best value. Like, obviously, unless you're buying bundles first time, because obviously you get double. But once you've bought them, like, you lose all that.
Loading. Stay calm. In war with time.
So free to play. Okay,
Stay behind frozen blockade.
Reborn from ancient roots. Crimson blossom. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
It is. Vow from the soul. Now you have to do it manually.
Loading.
They're both manual.
Astral modulation.
Astral modulation.
Stay behind. Lotus pervade. Cycle of corruption.
Bloom from ashen shell. Pruning. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers.
Yeah, Shorekeeper's VA is great. I really like Camillia's as well. I think she's done an outstanding job. I I think we've definitely stepped up in the game. You know, compared to like 1.0 Yang when she opened her mouth, like it's like, oh my god. Compared to like Shorekeeper and Camellia now, it's just night and day, isn't it? Insane. Voice actor power creep confirmed. Troll him. the one fusion damage you get, you know. Fuck you, game.
The lovely smell of all my prey. Leave it to me, Logan. I engraft you new.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad they went with the Scottish accents.
Stay behind, like frigid
I'm
death.
hoping Rinascita we get some European accents as well. You know, whether they're Italian, Spanish, French, whatever. But you know, to make it feel a lot more.
Don't run.
You know,
Keep the
I don't want to say
dance
mercy,
going.
but you know what I mean. I feel
And
right.
fly. Grafting, suffer. That's a fun. Crooning. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers.
Wait. What? Did I just miss my rewards? The fuck? I think I'm tripping. I didn't see any rewards then. What am I saying? Oh, my inventory's full, bro. Shit. Fuck. I was thinking then, what the hell? I realised my inventory was full. Shit. I need to, maybe merge some, do that in a second. I was wondering then, what the fuck? First time I've got my inventory full, that is.
Would you?
Got any fucking... I think I've locked everything that's of worth anyway. Let's just do some autos. We're popping all the duos, ain't we? There's some more in a bit, actually. Oh, it's because my echo's in there, yeah. Like, my other stuff in full, though, is he? Oh, it's full again. Shit, bro. Got them locked, really? Why have I got them locked, bro? Can I unlock them from there? Can I? Can you? Oh, sweet. Didn't realise I could. Dumbass. When you like batch unlock, that'd be a good thing, right? What do you reckon? I'm asking for too much. Batch unlock, if you've like, you know, you've been going through locking a bunch of stuff that you don't really want to keep anymore. Not gonna lie, I ain't used this new system since it's come out. I ain't used this new system. You can filter the useless ones. Yeah, the backpack definitely. Any game, unless I'm playing like a survival game, yeah. Fuck giving me limitations to how much stuff I can carry. You know, unless there's an actual mechanic that it's designed to specifically like encourage a type of style of play, which let's face it, this isn't. Yeah, like unless I'm playing a game where like it's part of the game to like. I can only have so much stuff because, you know, it would break the game otherwise. It's like, yeah, make my backpack bigger, man. Make that shit bigger. Yeah, I wish you could batch unlock stuff, though. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've obviously locked that I didn't realise I'd locked. I'll do a couple. Let's get rid of a couple. Just to free up a bit of space. We'll spend some time doing it. Going through it another time. Alright, should we go Lolo? Let's go Lolo. We don't need to lock in the first place unless it's already plus 25 and double crit. See, like when I obviously a lot of them are locked from when I first started playing. Typically, what I get is, you know, if I just get a good if I've just got like decent ones I'm thinking about that I'm gonna build, I'll lock them just in case. But I ain't been doing any batch merging for a while anyway, so I don't know what I'll still do it. You know what I mean? I don't really merge shit, so I don't need to worry about it. What? It's like one of those you know, I just got that sort of image. It's like I have the problem when I'm playing like something like Fallout, man. I end up picking up that much shit that I just don't need. You know, like when you're doing that, I've got that. That's a problem I've got, man. A trash collector as well in games. Got a hoarding problem. Straight up. Just give me this fucking sword, man. Come on. Come on. It's about time. Come on! Oh my god, they're gonna make me go all the way to hard pity, aren't they? Kuro hate me, I swear to god, when it comes to weapon banners. That's straight up hate me. All the freaking way, boys. Max 13, yeah? Yeah, just something where I can like unlock multiple at once, however they do it. And that you can filter from the batch modes and no need to lock each one. Yeah, I ain't used it before, so I didn't really know how the filter worked, if I'm honest. If he puts that in feedback, he's waiting for his chance to beg for a Calcharo companion quest. They do have a server and pay for space that are items. That's fair. That's fair. It's a lot cheaper for them in regards to these sort of games. Not that sort of stuff, but there is stuff that's client side as well, isn't there? Yeah, you know, it's a good point. Good point. How do you feel about Lumia Shorekeeper and traversal advantage built into characters? I think I spoke about this before. I think if they're going to actually go down that route, they should be in 4-star characters, because then it's not going to be locked behind paywalls. I think it's not a massive advantage with Shorekeepers, is he? But it definitely like makes, you know, it does matter. I rarely use it for that, but like I guess it is a thing because like, you can like it batch collects as well, doesn't it? You know, when there's items when there's like 4 or 5 of them, it picks them all at once, doesn't it? When you're in a butterfly mode, if I'm correct. I ain't got a problem with it being in 4 stars. Oh, did they, Riley? Okay, I didn't know that. How do you feel about... so... I think it's... I guess the Shorekeeper one some people might not like, but it's not major. If we start to get genuine traversal creeps that some characters like... I don't know, let's just say, like... Whatever, I think of the mechanic. They jump further, higher... They've got better stamina or something like that, or they climb faster, or I don't know, they just move faster in general. And they're 5-star premium banners. I think we start to get into a problem where it's like, okay, you know, now I'm playing for a traversal advantage, which is not the end of the world, but it's not a great system. I don't think it's a system that should follow, in my opinion. I don't think that's where the game needs to go. At all. But yeah, I think the best way to do it is maybe in 4 stars. But then I guess there's the argument where people are like, well, I don't want a 4-star in my team. Or, I don't know. I think the way they bring in those sort of things is they do it with echoes. You know, like make more echoes that have got traversal options. You know, what we got at the minute? We got Inferno Rider. We got the bird. What else gives you some sort of a benefit at the minute? Like you can get extra jump, can't you, with the bird? You got obviously your Inferno Rider on his bike. Is there any others that have got like inherent traversal positives? Or do you have traversal advantage? Have you seen it? Does she run slower than the bigger models? Does she? Does she actually? I've never really compared it, if I'm honest. Yeah, in my opinion, if focus on making money should be on cosmetics and all. Yeah, I feel like they could make a boatload of money if they made really good skins in this game. I think people are genuinely happily buy skins in this game. Now, I know that's not everybody. Some people just don't care for skins. But I feel there's a lot of people in the gacha space that do. And I think because of the visual style of this game and the characters, like, come on. You know, look at the characters. They're fucking gorgeous. You know? Let me bring you my favourite.
Let's go together.
You know, like second her skin drops. Obviously, if it's a ridiculous price, then I'll think about it. Her skin's dropping. I'm buying that shit. You know what I mean? Because, like, she's my favourite character in the game. Although Camelia's up there. Not gonna lie,
Where
though,
are
Carlotta
you,
looks
my
good.
lovely?
She look good. She's got those tiny legs that doesn't cover as much ground. Oh, what's he doing? Okay, we're done with that, yeah. Is that done now, then? Nothing left to come back, is that? No? Should we do all of this? Let's do this then. I'm all for Gooner skins. What I use if I spend $30 if not to Goon. Hey, I'm not against it either. I like, if they're going to give me Gooner skins, I want skins, other skins as well, like, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
You know, I'm all here for a bit of gooning, man. You know what I mean?
In my memories.
You know what, mate? So he's having a sleep, I think. He's having a sleep. He's a bit tired. A long
In that
day.
year, a peculiar incident occurred. A parent lost their only child, and despite extensive searches around Mount Firmament, no trace of the missing boy was discovered.
Yeah, dude, that dude was tripping me on that video yesterday, trying to make out that the game Genshin's better looking. These are
Please,
prescription
help us
glasses.
find our son. We were having lunch together just 2 days ago. Later, I went up the mountain to fetch some spring water. When I got back, he was gone.
Dude's actually like, you know what? Forget my son, man. Where we going?
She said Jing was out playing with his friends, but he never came home. I've been worried sick ever since, unable to eat or sleep. Jing, where are you now?
I'm getting extra booba zoomage, boobage, booba zoomage.
Jing! My poor boy! Please come back home!
Man, I put Changli in the kitchen just so I could bend her over.
Yes. Jing had been increasingly withdrawn, preferring to stay home. He stopped playing with his friends. But that day, he said he wanted to play with them. It seemed odd, so I asked those kids later, but none of them had seen Jing. Oh, how can I go on without my Jing?
Build strength's restored.
Guests of the unkind. Wait, heed my command.
Oh, it's all Changli, actually. Again, I weapon as well, actually. Is this anywhere in the map, or is this like a... Is it like a specific instance created? I was trying... It isn't, is it? There's nowhere like this in the map. Kind of reminds me of that one place in Genshin, man. I forgot where it is. It's got the big tall mountains. You got that quest for the Stork character, or whatever the fuck she is. Is that too far? I feel like it was too far. You know? I ain't saying the thought hadn't crossed my mind. You cautiously inspect the wooden cabinet and discover something strange.
All of the boy's clothes since his infancy are neatly folded.
Okay.
Except for his pajamas. The board is set, but the final move is yet to be made.
Compare with it to Genshin, that's it. Dislike on some area. Anybody who's played it, you know the area I'm talking about though, yeah? I love that sound. Oh, okay, that's cool. Is it this the same area from what's it before? It is, isn't it? Damn, bro.
Guests of the unkind. My blade yearns.
I love the sounds of Changli's attack. I've got how satisfying they are. Not gonna lie, if they had animations and stuff for better co-op or pictures or a possible housing system would be peak. Yeah, I'd be down for some kind of like dormitory system. Yeah. You know, if it's if you're gonna be collecting wives, you know, and wuthering wives, then why not be able to stick them all in an house?
My blade yearns.
Oh, wasted it. I got carried away.
Make it faster.
Shot was shot.
Guests of the unkind. My blade yearns. My Make it fast. Mind's eye.
You see what I'm saying though? You know when I'm talking about the components of dungeons? They're all freaking there. They're there. We've got the puzzles. We've got the freaking traversal. You know? We've got the combat. We've got the bosses. Everything's here, man. They just need to stick it together and give us like proper dungeons. And I know with these kind of like pseudo dungeons in a way, but we're so close. So close. Yeah, the music could in here. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Girls Frontline 2 when it drops. Yeah, that dorm system's wild.
Where is he? Please tell me.
You'll never see him again. Damn.
What?
No.
Nah, like the mystery. One of Changli's feet are grossed.
Who did
Gross.
this? Why would
You
someone
have really
do this?
long, not the big toe, the one next to it. It's like really, really long. Like got finger toes.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
How did you find out?
I'm afraid you'll never know the answer.
Who's the caged bird now?
Yeah, I'm lucky with Rose, man, because I'm not a feet guy at all, but actually Rose has got nice feet. I know why I'm telling you guys this. She's got like small feet as well, so it's like, you know.
Make it fast. Make it fast. A defensive move? Not bad. But the
Some dudes are
game's
really into
already
feet, aren't they?
finished. Mind's eye. My blade yearns. Perish in flames.
My wife has Barney Rubble feet. Barney Rubble feet, you know. Holy shit. Oh, damn. I like that one. Fucking hell.
You don't seem surprised to see me. How did you know they killed Jing?
No child would go out in thin pajamas in such freezing conditions.
So you realized it was orchestrated by the Fraxidus. You know this is a dream, right? Then why didn't you try to escape?
To win a game, you must first play it.
Why does Rover sound so...
Besides,
why does Rover sound so pretty?
Their dreaming is more dangerous.
You know?
Don't you think?
Even though, like, she's one of the weaker voice actors. I swear, like, I'm talking in real life, you know what I mean? She just sounds so pretty.
I need you right now, Chun-Li.
Am I weird for that? She sees his chat of spending Thanksgiving in the ship. What's your boy?
Moment of resonance.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's with us, man. Forgot about that shit.
Beckon the divine flame. Think fast.
Sever. The hour is upon us.
Time for awakening.
I sense it.
Perish in flames.
I know it's like took from a Grand Blue Fancy Reeling, but when that comes on the screen, I just think of Power Rangers. I do. I don't know why.
Come. Be reduced to cinders. The slumber fades.
Megazord, huh?
Gifts of the unkind.
This is a cool environment. Oh. Can I back from round 2? I know it's like the environment that we saw in a companion quest, but it looked a little bit different, didn't it? I still didn't play the Jujutsu Kaisen gacha. We'll be collecting waifus.
So,
Collecting them like
are you
pogs.
interested in the details of that case?
Yeah, man.
Back then, the
Tell me.
Fraxidus killed Jing and his parents under the cover of night.
Oi?
They then posed as Jing's parents and lay in wait until Xing Yi figured it out. But instead of exposing them right away, she played along, biding her time. After 2 weeks, the Fraxidus couldn't restrain themselves any longer. They used the pretense of searching for their lost boy to scout out Mount Firmament. Of course, Xing Yi was prepared for this. She used the opportunity to expose them in the act and capture them. I'd say your strategy is no less impressive than hers. Though our enemy's identity remains unclear, I'll support you.
Oh my god, man, look at her tits. I just can't even pay attention. What was our strategy? Oh, I can't even do it, can we? Something can we rub them together? Yeah. And bumper interference, right? Straight up, man. Distracting. That was a tempest. Oh, I kind of like these riff runner things, I do. I've never heard that audio from them feeding. I've never actually stood by and looked at one of these, actually. The head movements and everything are really good, aren't they? And in the audio with it like searching, pecking at the sand.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Oh, I'm killing him now, he's just chilling. I like these kind of events, I do. It's just a simple little thing. Oh shit. It's kind of fun. A bit of variety in the gameplay loop, isn't it? Anybody knows though? I want mini games. Give me mini games, please. Do you reckon we're ever going to see the 2D platforming thing come back properly again? You know, I know we kind of got it in Black Shores a little bit.
The smell of all my prey.
With the tower, I guess, but it really wasn't the same. Alright, chill out. Jeez. Regards. Do I have enough for a pull? I'm desperate now. I'm desperate, man. I'm gonna have to spend money. I'm gonna have to spend money, man. Got what? 13 days to get it. I'm gonna try to not spend, but it's gonna happen. Actually, I've got what, like 13 pulls now, so I shouldn't. I don't know. Nah, I should get it.
Vitality sour.
with login rewards and like, you know, the stuff I've still got to do. I get it.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
I've been thinking about... Oh, no point pulling on it, because I was thinking about trying to get a copy. I'm going to be throwing my... any asteroids I do get into the weapon, so it's like, I don't know how it's worth it. Complete the Blooming Reverie. Right, this is already available, isn't it? Continue the... Oh, I've got to go back and talk to the cat. Is that where I need to go? I've got to go back and talk to cat. Can I... Is it on the map now? Any curiosity? Oh, I need to go talk to the cat, don't I? Need to go talk to the cat. Yo, strap for Black Friday tomorrow. I will say we've started getting that in the UK now. I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get any tech deals. I might get a new mic. Are you sounding happier?
I can finally talk in full sentences. Yeah. Try to meow or speak 3 words yourself. You don't want to know how it feels. Anyway, we're down to our last gateway.
It's a big-ass cat, isn't it?
Once you rescue the last person from their dream, I can finally balance my control of that's when we can launch our final attack. Meow. Hey, don't treat me like a cat.
Shut up, cat. Yeah, like I'm thinking, yeah, man, maybe try and get myself a new mic. That's the plan. I would like to get a new mic. Yes, I need to do this as well, man. We'll do encore, but let's do a run through with Cammy, and then we need to do encore. Roll the dress skin. They need to change this as well. I agree. I can't remember the video. This needs to change. These needs to get rid of the character and make these literally the shape of cards, so all the text on the screen, so you don't have to scroll it like this. It's so annoying. It's a minor thing, but it's still like, why? It's a world design choice. The rest of the UI in the game is really good, but that's just such a weird choice, that is. Should we go with the elbow? Yeah. Yeah, female Rover looks great, man. You stole... Oh, is that your wife's Elgato away freezy? Yeah, I don't know what mic to get, man.
The lovely smell of all my prey. My new toy.
What we're needing then, running a bit of ass, aren't we? Liberation triggers shatter effect when a shield exists. Well then. Oh, wait, Chang Li. What do you say? Sitting my wife's mic is trivial. Okay, so what if Chandler was in your room in lingerie and told you you can have her right now, only once, or you could wait a full 24 hours with her and have her forever? Which would you choose? Bro, you know my impulse control.
The lovely smell of all my new toy.
I'm addicted to the cat sound, man. There you go. I've been paralysed by the choice. And my brain has stopped working and, you know, I want to take over. Yeah, bro, she won't even get to the end of it, man. She'll be start that sentence and then be thinking, like, why the fuck is my arsehole? Be done on the bed before she even knew what was happening.
Struggle harder.
I can't believe it. What, Man United are playing tonight, boys? Bodo Glint. First game at Old Trafford for Hammering. Fucking come on, boys. Come on, boys. Don't let me down. I need to eat, man. My stomach keeps grumbling.
The lovely smell of
Yeah,
all
like,
my
I saw, Saint Tontas was saying that Camillea's hard. No.
my new toy. Don't
Like,
run.
is there some, you know, type of,
Feed my
you know, super efficient way to use it that's, like, is difficult? You know, like, because, like, Gian's easy to use, but, like, the quick swap double dragon kind of thing, like, can, like, it's not that it's hard, it just takes time and you have to get it down. So I'm like, what was he talking about that makes it hard?
Vitality sour.
We're fucking get this in the time then. I know there is some people that argue about the first
Wind
phase
against
and
my vines.
in regards to like you know, solo enemies and such, but it's still like, yeah, but in terms of kit, that doesn't change anything. I'm just having that because I could do another energy regen. Bless you. double the metaphors that you can't get the rocks in this area, can you? I mean, it depends on how much you're trying to sweat in general. Yeah, it's easy. I just had to get used to a gameplay at first. It was there. And then no. That's what I think it is. It's about like what you're doing. It's like say same thing with Gian. You know, Gian is literally like get your ult fucking ready and then just fucking go ham. CC the shit out of everything. But like, you know, then there's like you can take into account like obviously animation cancelling on the completion of the first turn to continue keeping the increased stack on the first attack, obviously because it goes, I can't remember what the percentage is, but it drops on the second one and then goes up again, doesn't it? And then obviously quick swapping and all that's a different thing altogether. Which Camilla's not really designed for that anyway, is she? But yeah, I need to watch it. Did he make a video talking about it? I know he was talking about it. Curious to see his reasoning though, to be fair. I think every character can have like, I guess, a scale of difficulty. Depends on what you're doing with them, doesn't it? So context is right. You are right about that. Can't argue with that, to be fair. I think I suppose just in a base term though, I think she's pretty standard, isn't she? Like, she's great. Like, she's really good. She's great for dealing with multiple enemies as well. Yeah, they're fucking hard, aren't they? Have them? Oh yeah, dude, I don't want to give money about me maxing. Not in this game. End of the day, for me, gacha games are not really games that I'm worried about me maxing. You know what I mean? The only time I really worry about any kind of form of min-maxing is maybe in MMOs, or if there's a PvP element to a game where I've maybe potentially got builds, then I'll think, well, because obviously, because you know, you want to increase your chances against real players as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, they're just casual games to enjoy, collect some waifus, and enjoy the combat.
Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. And twine.
That's a good look. Oh man, if Straight Jacket was here right now. What are the vines connected to, bro? Game's unrealistic now, can't play him. I remember that was tripping him out hard, wasn't he?
The lovely smell of all my... Don't run! Keep the dance going! My beautiful feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
It's not really fight red meat mobs every day, just alien content. And the rings about in the sky though. What's he doing then? Is that just that combat area? You know what I want to see as well? I want to see some cutscenes where we see the lament happen, yeah, and obviously there's a destruction and stuff. But I want to see some of the modern military forces back then engaging with some tacits and stuff. Like, I think that'd be a cool thing to see. Oh, I think some of it was, yeah. No, though, sometimes, I don't know, bro. Like, he came into my scene when we was watching an Iango video, and anybody who's watched Iango, dude's just sarcastic as it comes, you know what I mean? Roa had to leave the stream because it was like he's
The lovely smell of all my prey. And
I don't know if you called him a Kurobo or a Hoyo hater. It was just like, you can't see this dude's joking, bro. Come on, man. He's doing a review of BGR, and he spent most of the review talking about Pete's Coffee in the San Francisco Bay Area. Right, you know what I mean?
Deceivers. My youth struggle harder. Entertain me.
Yeah, I'd just like to see a bunch of dudes like armed with weapons in an urban area, like, you know, and it's the first time they've seen this and they just get swamped and it just being like, cool, man. It's like a lot of people asking for, like, you know, and obviously we're probably going to get more gritty stuff anyway because we're in a post-apocalyptic world in places, but we could get that grit that a lot of people are asking for by doing flashbacks closer to laments, in the middle of the lament, just after the lament and stuff to really, you know, if you really want some gritty, destroyed environments and such. Oh, come on, man, you're trolling. Actually,
The lovely smell of all my prey. Vitality sour.
Yeah, you're probably right with that, actually, Riley. Especially with what are they called? The what are they? The light bringing what's like if you were a new player and you went to engage on them first time, you'd have probably been like, what the fuck? What to is it still the main configuration and Cenobites show up with a pinhead and start jacking Jinzo up? Spider-Man. 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 Oh, come on, bro.
The lovely smell of all crimson blossom. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
You got any tissues to clean that up, Jamie? You can do Kegel exercises to help you with that.
The lovely smell of grafting. Suffer. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
And them work for men as well, aren't they? This car's still got a battery. Damn. I know, it's a dream. Like, you know, like stuff like this, we've seen, like, you know, that city in the sky and stuff, and like the funnels and like I want us to experience something like this at some point. It's like the idea of being in like a in something like that, like the sky's got turning dark and there's, you know, freaking like twisters and stuff like in the game as we. I think that'd be really cool. Like I think that's kind of a creepy thing in the background, like when you can see the grey clouds and the funnels reaching down from the sky to the ground. Looks like a fucking droplet, doesn't it, that, actually? Is that just like a giant raindrop, then? Like a huge retroactive rain. Have you noticed no one's ever stepped in TD poo? Like, where does it all go? I never thought of that, actually. Maybe we'll make a video talking about that. Where's the TD poo? What does it smell like? What's the potential consistency? You know? Considering they like to eat humans, or, you know, well, at least we think, it's going to be very stodgy, isn't it? Lots of protein. Very smelly, potentially. That was a sanitary tournament. Bad
The
night
lovely
beans, you know.
smell of all my prey. My new toy. Vitality. Feed my blossoms. Self-deceivers. My new struggle harder. Entertain me.
And those booby physics are just ridiculous.
Don't run. Keep the dance going.
I mean, the first time fighting Inferno Rider was awesome in the game, though. The very first time I fought the Inferno Rider, I was just like, dude, this is so fucking metal, this is. One of the actual most memorable moments in the game, for me, that was.
Keep the dance going. My new toy. Clipping. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. And my new toy. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Pruning. Grafting. Supper.
Oh, you fuck face, bitch.
My new toy.
I was robbed. I was robbed.
Entertain me. Stemming. Feed my blossoms. Self-deceivers. Oh, it's getting fun.
Hey, wait, chill out the logo.
Dancing. Struggle harder. Entertain me.
I mean, one of the best things I could do for a plot twist is let us experience a lament and make us fail to prevent it. Yeah, actually, yeah. Something like that, yeah. Well, because we've had 5 global laments, and we've had hundreds of thousands of regional laments. It'd be kind of cool to see, like, one of the global laments. Because I think so far, we've only really seen a regional one, haven't we? In the Shorekeeper story. That was a regional lament, that one, wasn't it? It wasn't one of the global ones, well, as far as I'm aware.
My new toy. Don't run. Keep
Could be
the
running.
dance
I
going.
don't remember, actually.
Struggle harder.
I think it was. It was just the port city that got destroyed, wasn't it?
Crimson Blossom.
I love this environment. I hope we get to explore a city like this. In whatever guys we get to explore in. Absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Yeah. So, like, thinking about it, actually, potentially, maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say with Wuthering Waves. Sometimes I feel like some of the timelines are a bit skewed, but then at the same time, we get a lot of temporal displacement, and we know that from the Lament that it's broke a lot of the laws of physics, hasn't it? We know that really the only thing that's working like it should be now in the world is gravity. Yeah, dude, this is the best part of the end game in the game, really. This is why I say they should really work on making this bigger and better, in my opinion. It's a really good mode. I stand by that. No impulse, no impulse, no impulse, no impulse, no impulse. Come on, come on. It's meant to be the next one. It's meant to be. Come on. Come on. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Ah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. It was only my radiant toy. We didn't waste the credit. We didn't waste the credit. Come on. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is the one. It's like that. It's like the person who goes to buy a lottery ticket with the last pound in the pocket. You know? Alright, fuck this. I'm quitting this. I'm going back to Genshin, guys. I'm done. Again, it was always better anyway. You know? It was always better anyway, wasn't it? Nah. Guys, I am going to call the stream now. I've got to go and get Rosie from work. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How many what's it tides have we got now? We've got 23. So once Lumi goes in, we could start pulling on Lumi anyway. Obviously, it's nothing in the grand scheme, but you know what I mean. Alright, cool. How much is my pity? I think I'm at 70 now. Double check, actually. Okay. Pardon me. That was my last pull, though. That wasn't my last pull, but I'm on the fucking wrong one. My bad. Dumbass. Such an idiot. Yeah. 10 pulls. 10 pulls, we hit hard. Pity. Boys, what I tell ya, when it comes to the weapons, we go to the fucking brink. The game hates me when it comes to the weapons. Yo, what's going on, Chase? Welcome to the stream. Well, the thing with the Lament as well, the Lament stopped... The Lament stopped space travel being a thing. I think it stopped a lot of technological things, you know, like flight, all that sort of stuff, like using planes and that. So I'll be interested to see if we ever did, if there is anything that goes outside the planet in the game, you know? They're kind of cool. They've got potential to do that sort of stuff. Alright, lads, have a great rest of your day and happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, man, happy Thanksgiving to you, Yankee bastards. Shut up, Captain 22 pulls for Changley. I know, right? Yeah, I'm having to good fucking what? I think I'm at 69 now. So any pull now, really. Any pull now. But you know it'll be the next in 11. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for hanging out today. Quick plug again, guys. If you haven't checked out the video that I put up today, please check it out. It's very much appreciated. I liked making this video. People seem to be enjoying it so far, so I'm really happy about that. Actually, I wasn't worried about. I wasn't bothered about it doing really well. I was just hoping it wasn't going to flop because I enjoyed making the video. I'm glad that people seem to have liked it. It's doing actually really quite well actually for only being up 5 hours. Help see if we can get 200 likes. That'd be dope. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for hanging out, man. I won't be back tonight because Man United and playing, but I don't know about tomorrow either. If I do get on tomorrow, it'll be later. Rosie's off work, but we're going to go to the farm, get some stuff from the farm, take the dog to the farm, and we're going to take my nan out as well. So, yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Love your faces. I will catch you all a little bit later. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend. Okay. As always, stay safe. I'll see you later. Get off.